How can a game have such a loud main movie sort of intro, and then it's so quiet a soundtrack? What is wrong? What is wrong with game developers? Hmm? Did you see how loud it was? Don't at me. It's really quiet, actually. Fortunately, I am a magician of this. But that intro was loud. How's it going, Harry? Welcome to the stream. It is Dragon Age 2, yes. Yes, it is Dragon Age 2. I'm cleaning my glasses right now. And I'm also gonna have to... Ooh! The game doesn't stop the music. Now your voice is louder than the game music. Yes, I know. That's why I'm saying the game is very quiet. It does have a little bit of trouble with things. Recording is working flawlessly. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome on in. Ancient relics of untold power by the mage. They're trying to sell me crap that doesn't matter. They're trying to sell me crap that doesn't matter. It's Dragon Age 2. And it's Electronic Arts. Because of course it is. They were telling me about the demo for Mass Effect 3. Back in the day, you would get like demos in some games. I remember there was a demo for... What was the name of that thing? Mafia? No, it wasn't Mafia. World of Crime or something. I don't remember what it was. It was a top-down mafia management game. And it was a little demo with my CD of... What the hell was that? Was it Baldur's Gate? No. I don't know what it was. I think it might have been Interplay. I don't remember. Was it Knights of the Old Republic that had the demo? No, it could have been. Chicago 1940, a crappy game. That sounds about right, honestly. That sounds about right. It was a crappy game. I couldn't beat it. I couldn't do anything with it. It was only the demo. It looked cool, though, but, you know, it's the equivalent of a mobile game these days. A lot in many things. So, we're playing Dragon Age. The game is very quiet, but hopefully I will have control over the volume. Jung, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Stupid ad won't play, and now I can't watch the stream. Jung is not here. Jung is not listening to me. Visit the Dragon Age social website at social.bioware.com. I bet they closed that already, because they closed everything about Dragon Age, because Electronic Arts is Satan, and the worst. So, yay for that. Jung is joining. So, apparently I can import the save file from my previous game. Champions Rise to Power. It doesn't seem like I can. Is it in options or something? In as weird a way in a thing as possible, because it is very much my life. Starting a huge Let's Play, like phenomenally long Let's Play, and then, like 3 episodes in, I realized I did something wrong right at the first episode. And that happened with Dragon Age 1. I wanted to be a magician. Wasn't a magician. Fucking hell. That was a stupid mistake. The game is very quiet. I am predicting. So Dragon Age 1, if I'm not mistaken, is extremely loud while in combat and very quiet everywhere else. And I don't know what they were thinking. Go to new game. Thank you. Oh, you're just trying to debug. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe it's after I select the thing. Yeah, let's I can get the footage from everything. It's fine. It's not a problem. The classes we have are male, female, and male. And the genders are naturally warrior, rogue, and rogue. That's pretty good. We got this. It's definitely... How the hell... The fuck did they do? Wait a minute. Are those two mages? They are two mages. That makes more sense. Welcome to the stream, Young. How's it going? They all look the same. Why do they all look the same? I don't want to look the same. They all look the same because that's probably how it works. You generally just wear a single... The same equipment for everybody. You just change however you feel like it. So we have mages. We have warriors. We have rogues. So I feel that rogues are really powerful. But mages are really powerful. Will I be a goody two-shoes mage? I think I will be a goody two-shoes mage. Let's go with a mage. They command arcane spells, hurl bolts of magic from their staves. And I am gonna be female. No choice. Anyway, here we go. Let's do this. Hopefully it's not too dark. The game. Go for melee mage. Honestly, that sounds like a lovely time. I don't know how the game plays either, so... Electronic Arts is Satan. I'm gonna edit and just gonna add there is bad. I'm asking... It smokes. It smokes.
I've had gentler invitations.
I am Cassandra Pentecost, Seeker of the Chantry.
And just, what are you seeking?
The champion.
Which one?
You know exactly why I'm here! Time to start talking, dwarf. They tell me you're good at it.
What do you want to know?
Everything. Start at the beginning.
That's the logo of the game. The logo of the game! Yeah, the volume is going to be all over the place. I will be trying to moderate the volume for your viewing pleasure. Some of the voices were a little bit on the quiet side, but no tremendous thing. This dwarf's such a cool guy. I think I know Cassandra, but not the other one. Buy all the gifts. I will. BioWare equals buyer beware. That's me, I think. Yeah, the game is super loud. Oh, they have the same audio design of combat audio being extremely loud. Everything else that you actually want to hear, it's quiet.
We will have to fight them sooner or later.
Then we make our stand here. Prepare yourself. Let's make this quick.
Let us. Okay, so pause is still spacebar. Right click is rotate the camera. And I don't have any abilities. This feels relatively... Okay, tab, highlights. This feels relatively familiar. Q and E don't seem to do anything. I don't know that I can choose... Who's that? Carver? Nope, cannot choose Carver. Maybe down here. Maybe that's... Anyway, let's attack that guy over there. With my magic missiles, I assume. Is it? Oh, right-click is attack. And you can select characters. I think. Is it? Let me see. No, there's a sort of a... I don't know. I'm trying to figure... The game is giving me tutorials, but the tutorials hurt my soul. I have a lot of trouble with them. Hi, hello, aren't you cool? This intro reminds me a lot of those Lord of the Rings games that used to come out a lot back then. there were a few Lord of the Rings games that looked a lot like this and played a little bit like this as well. And since the first Dragon Age also takes after Lord of the Rings a little bit, it's only fitting that a second one does as well.
We can't keep this up forever.
Hey, Azor, welcome to the stream. Ah, lovely, I love it. Oh my god, the faces are just as goofy. I'm gonna have so much fun with all the thumbnails. Well, I only had a little bit of fun with one or two thumbnails in the first game. I like that I don't like that the subtitles are so tiny, but also I like that the subtitles are so tiny. I like Dragon Age 2, but it's a guilty pleasure. This game recycles maps and assets non-stop. Dialogue can also be pretty bad at times. Well, the first game also had some weird dialogue, but hopefully it's not going to be worse. Let's find out. The first game is the best BioWare game I've ever played, so yeah. Let's see. We can't keep this up forever. No. Okay. Right beside. I want to be goody two shoes. I'm a little bit tired of the. I even forgot his. I forgot his name. The name that I gave my character. Origin's perfect. No, Origin has some goofy stuff. It has some goofy dialogue every once in a while. I forget his name though. Can anybody remind me of what the name of my character was in my Let's Play of Dragon Age 1? Or Origins, whatever. It's Dragon Age 1. I don't remember, but I'm a little bit done with his routine. I had fun. I think I diminished a little bit the value of some of the action of some of the areas, but I had fun because of it. Dragon Age 2 has awful companions. I've heard that Dragon Age 2 has the best companions. Recycles map non-stop, bad dialogue, despite all that somehow I enjoy it. I will rip into the dialogue when it is bad. I think I only recall like a couple of locations in the first game where I was upset. Well, upset. When I say upset, I mean critical of the dialogue in the first game. I think it was mostly the dwarves. And the DLCs. The DLCs weren't good. Honestly, the most fun I had with the DLCs was that one DLC that doesn't matter, where you play as a Darkspawn. That's the most fun I had with the DLCs. But I think the dialogues were... Specifically, the dialogues were bad on the DLCs. Only Varric is great. I guess we'll find out. Oh, and now we have goody two shoes, a person with a hammer, and somebody that laughs as our alignments. I do want to go with the goody two shoes. I want to see where that goes with this game. And I also want to romance all the companions, so I don't know if goody two shoes is going to get me anywhere, but I'm right beside you.
We'll make it through this together.
But yeah, this is the line.
Here they come. Shall
Apparently
I give them a taste
I don't
of
say
my
that.
blade?
Well, I don't know if this guy's going to die, but I think this guy's going to die.
All yours, brother.
He's my brother. I did not realize that. Okay, so let's try... Let's see, I wonder... Oh, look at that! We have all the abilities down here now. We have Winter's Grasp, I know those. Fireball, I also know that. Crushing Prison. The mage traps a target in a collapsing cage of telekinetic force. Of course it has to be telekinetic. It's all the rage in the 2010s. Mind, also in the 2000s. Mind Blast, I remember that one. And Firestorm. The mage calls forth a devastating shower of flame that blasts down on the targeted area. And over here we have Cone of Cold. Now that is my baby. And I will protect my baby brother. I don't know, maybe... Oh, freaking hell, look at this thing. Hello? Oh no, the Cone of Cold is not as good as it used to be. Okay, well, let's do it like this. Relatively okay. That is... Oh, we can zoom out as well. That is absolutely okay. Let's see what happens with... Oh, people have become transparent. A little. Okay, well, it seems like my brother is indeed in a little bit of a predicament. We're gonna go with this. 100% versus normal enemies. Apparently there is... oh my god, I just absolutely obliterated those guys. I don't know what the range is for that thing. Let's try to do that. So if I select you, and then Winter's Grasp... I think that's probably better for more powerful enemies. That said... Bro over there is doing his thing. Hello. I seem to have a little bit... Oh, Firestorm. I wonder if this works against friendlies. Let's see. It's alright. And then we have Cone of Cold. Yeah, Cone of Cold not being... it is damaging me, though, so I guess it works against me as well. I think it is damaging me. Why do these guys keep showing up? Baelor. Thank you, Baelor. Yes, thank you, Jung. Yeah, they always have an ogre. We know this. Okay, let's see. Winter's Grasp. Winter's Grasp does not seem to have affected the ogre very nicely. Let's do a cage. Crushing Prison. Also didn't work. I saw an X. Is Fireball AoE? Yes, it is. It says diameter 10 meters. I think we're gonna be all right. Oh, that might be a good idea, though. Let's see, because, you know, there's more. Oh, yeah. Like, all I had to do was click Fireball and see. So, Carver over there. Oh, I see. Okay, it works well enough. And that's a lot of damage in the back. And I think I'm probably gonna want to... Oh, I don't like you. Let me stay out of the way. Carver, you idiot. Let me protect you here. See what I can do. Like this. Okay, now you. I can do a mage or a ice thing. That's blood magic. That was blood magic. I mean, there's a dragon immediately. Who the hell are these people?
Bullshit. That's not what really happened.
Does that not match the story you've heard, Seeker?
Did you find Dragon Age Origins to be
I'm not
difficult?
interested
A little
in
at the
stories.
towards the end, yeah.
I came to hear the truth.
What makes you think I know the truth?
Don't
got to do with
lie
gods.
me. You knew her even before she became the champion.
Dark Order through, welcome to the stream. How's it going?
Where she is now?
Do you have any idea what's at stake here?
Let me guess. Your precious chantries fall into pieces and put the entire world on the brink of war. And you need the one person who could help you
Wasteland Drifter,
together.
welcome.
The champion was at the heart of it when it all began. If you can't point me to her, tell me everything you know.
You aren't worried I'll just make it up as I go?
Not at all.
You'll need to hear the whole story.
Do we import the character from the first game? We do. We can. Select a save to import from Dragon Age Origins. So this is how it goes. Okay, let me, hello. Let me see. Oh, the game doesn't open. It's just easy. Okay. Because I thought I didn't have the game installed. Here we go. You can play as a human in this game. You can only play as a human in this game, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. You can import the events, yes. Why do I have 5 saves? Level 35? Time played? 2 hours. That is definitely how it works. 75 hours sounds about right. 2 hours because of the DLC. I think these are the two things. This is the latest option. Morrigan is still over there. And that's Baelor. Now, we're not going to be Baelor, I don't think. Import world state. Well, yeah. Let's look at the plot summary. Because you're Colonel, I expected you to have more. Blood magic comes from demons. Blood magic users usually become vessels for demons. Harry's forever in love with Morrigan. So Connor was freed from the demon. Templars were recruited into the army. Dalish elves were recruited into the army. Harrowmont rules Orzammar. The Anvil of the Void was destroyed. Loghain became a Grey Warden. Anora is Queen of Ferelden. The Dark Ritual was not performed. Loghain died, killing the Archdemon. Amaranthine was saved by the Darkspawn Assault. The Architect is alive. Warden's Keep was reclaimed. Shale was destroyed. King Kaelin's corpse was burned. And that is it, because the rest of them are minor. There's nothing here about... Why is there nothing here about that other fart that comes with us in the first game? Loghain killed Blasphemy. Yeah, not just Loghain killed. Does Loghain... He joins the Grey Wardens always on my saves. Does this affect the... Because I may be locking myself out of content from this game. I don't know. Loghain died in your save. Yes, it did, but the other fart, the other one that I didn't like, because he was sort of childish. He was the comic relief in a Disney movie for a lot of dialogues, but then was really good on another bunch of dialogues. His best character in the last game if he didn't die. Only appears in Inquisition if he didn't die. I see. Alistair, thank you, Dark Lord Through. That is indeed the one that I was remember. It doesn't say anything about Alistair. Why is that? That is the major choice. That is the choice that I remember the most. Everything else is not. It doesn't matter. I don't think Alistair shows up in 2 either. Yeah. Alistair shows up. 2 years ago since I played Dragon Age. Felt like time traveled. So, yep. And the world state is this. Congratulations, this saved game imported successfully. Well, thank you. Marianne over here. So, yeah, we are not playing... Definitely we're not playing as Baelor, because we're level 1 and a mage. And we have presets. Ah, I like that. Let's see. This is cool. Let's go for the eyes here. Go for the eyes and change the shape there. Change height. Oh, that's cool. The hair. Can I look at the hair? Oh, it's not here. 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 Oh, it's all the... Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Eyebrows. Bushy. Bushy eyebrow. There we go. Cool. Eyebrow color. That you can see. Well, actually. Ooh, that's cool. White eyebrows with normal hair. Really dark eyebrows? Yeah, probably. Hair color as well. Oh, we don't have fantasy colors. You know, because the demons could make your hair blue. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. I think that's good enough. I would like a little bit longer face, maybe. Depth, potentially. I don't know what depth... Oh, no, that's cheekbones. Chin height, that's the one. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Good, good. It's perfect. Yeah, it's good enough. I don't know if we're going to see our characters a whole lot. When he goes to leave, when you choose to spare Loghain, I think you killed him instead. Yes, that is what happened. Inquisition is definitely a step up. Yeah, people say that, but I kind of want to play all 3. Because this one apparently also has some cool stuff. And because now I have the advantage of playing it all on stream, I can do whatever. It's all fine. Nothing is stopping me from playing any game whatsoever. Apart from Metro. I can't play Metro. That doesn't work. Oh, skin. Right. Skin complexion. The minimust of skin complexions. Oh, it's not a radius or a rating. It's a types. Is she just dirty? No, that's the hair. The hair is creating shadows that are weird. Yeah, let's go for a little bit darker skin tone. Right there. And a little bit of that sort of grit. That's just porous thing. What is blush? Oh, blush intensity. Lip color. It's just something a little bit more natural. Not that people... Oh, you can give me... Okay, well, you give me these colors for lips, and you don't give me hair. How dare you, game? How dare you? Can I not... There we go. It's good. Good. Oh, we also have lip intensity. That would be the natural shade. There's people who have naturally very red lips. They tend not to be as well defined as these, though. We already know that Dragon Age 4 won't be as good as Origins either, unfortunately. It's very unlikely that it will be, but it could be. It could be. As long as they focus on replayability. The original intention for Dragon Age 4 was to be a shorter, more replayable game. If they do that again, which they likely won't, but if they do that, I'm here for it. Yeah, if they tell me this game lasts for 12 hours, I'm like all over that immediately. Because it's a AAA game made for replayability. We have never ever seen that. Ever. In any RPG. The closest we've got is stuff that from people who apparently never play RPGs, like the folks who made Until Dawn or Man of Medan, which admittedly aren't bad games, they're just not RPGs. Oh, we got tattoos as well. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Wait, but aren't these elvish tattoos? There's some cool ass tattoos here. Unfortunately, it's all very symmetrical. They're tattoo patterns. And we have tattoo intensity. Yes. Let's just, yeah, eyeshadow. Take the eyeshadow. I don't like eyeshadow very much in video games because it just takes the definition of the eyes. It's already so hard to see what the hell your character is thinking. But then again, they might not have facial animations going all out. The portrait looks up and down. Oh yeah, that's a 3D portrait. Okay, I'm looking up or down. It's like look up / down, and I'm going towards the down, right? Does that make sense? Look to the left and right. There, she's looking her right, I suppose. Okay, I want a little bit of a paragon thing. Oh, the zoom in. Okay, zoom out a little. Let's center that a little. There we go. Background. Make it blue. Make it gray. I would like a dark blue gradient, but I don't think it exists. There's some stuff in here. That's this one. If anybody expects a good game from BioWare after Andromeda, they're delusional. It is important to note that Andromeda wasn't developed by BioWare. It was developed by BioWare Montreal? It's a different studio, is what I mean to say. What you should be saying is, if anybody expects a good game after Anthem, because Andromeda is better than Anthem. And it's more of an indictment. Anthem is more of an indictment on the company, I would say. She's looking very childish, isn't she? No, not really. No, it's a cute face. It's a cute face. Yeah, I like that I gave her a little bit of skin complexion. Because, you know, it sort of hints at a late 20s, early 30s, maybe. But still with it, I don't know. It's the cheekbones. It's the cheekbones. We also have ears. I forgot about that. We have neck. What the hell is neck? Neck thickness. All the thickness. She's a mage. Oh right, I forgot. I'm making a warrior here. No, that just accentuates how round her face is. Yeah, give her all the neck. Ear size, just leave it. It's fine. So what I want to look at is the cheeks. There it is. Cheek width. Ah. So that's cheekbones up there. And cheek width. Oh, there it is. Wow, it's already maxed out. No, she's a handsome lady. I think we're good. You want a cheapskate tattoo artist that dilutes the ink lol. Just an old tattoo. Okay, so name. I'm open to suggestions. Although I'm coming up with one right now, but let me hear what you have to say. I have a name. And it's a very anti-Dragon Age name. Although, yeah, it's a little bit. It's not very Dragon Age, not very Dragon Agey. Because you know, real life names have origins and all that sort of stuff. And oh, I'm not typing down. Look at that. I typed the name and it didn't work. What the hell? The Ravkarta. I would have the worst time trying to pronounce that. I don't even know if I did a good job there. Probably not, because it's Rav, right? Is it pronounced Rav? Rav? I'm trying to think of one that is as unimpressive as this game, says Dark God Uthuru. Helen. Helen is a cool name. Welcome to the stream, Unseen Banana. How's it going? Helen is a cool name, and that is Helen. She's looking quite a lot more morose, not morose, but upset in her portrait. She doesn't like photographs, so, well, actually, it wouldn't be, it's a portrait, so she doesn't like painters. So, let's start a new game. I go with Emma when I can think of anything better. Ends with an A, so it's already a winner. Easy to remember. Yeah, I could see Emma being. I think Ellen is better than Emma for me. Emma is a cool name. The thing with for me, names that are simplistic are 2-syllable names. 3-syllable names tend to be more interesting and more fancy. And of course, I prefer them, but I just can't think of any right now. Because when I go for 3-syllable, I always end up being 4-syllable. Helen is way too Greek for the setting, right? Whistle and Drifter. It's exactly what I was thinking. It's just, it doesn't fit. But it's a pretty name, so yeah, we're gonna start. We can select the difficulty. I think I went on normal for the main game, and I still had trouble for the first game, I mean. So let's see how this goes.
Blight had been unleashed on Ferelden. Dark spawn poured out of the wilds, clashing against the army at the ruins of Ostagar. The battle was a disaster.
Yes.
King Cailan died on the field with his men, betrayed by his most trusted general.
It wasn't quite how it works. That's not what happened, actually. He didn't betray him.
Unopposed, the Horde marched on the village of Lothering. The village burned, and many innocents were slaughtered. The champion's family barely escaped in time.
That's us. That's our family, I think. Pants! No! I only like skirts! Damn! Thought I was a mage. Oh, that's our brother! I heard no faces.
I think that's all of them.
He does not look like me.
Make us save us. We've lost it all. Everything your father and I built.
Oh, we don't have the goody two-shoes now. Why is that? We still have the hammer wielder. What would that be? Justice? And this would be jokester, and this would be hippie? Plant lover? That's not the right kind of leaf. So look on the right side.
I know how much Lothering meant to you, but we have to move.
No, the top one isn't aggressive.
Yes. You're right.
None of my family looks like me.
Why did
They
you
do
wait
look
so
like
long?
each other.
Why are you looking at me?
Except
I've been
his
running
nose.
since Ostagar.
So he's still a jokester. I hate the jokester lines immediately. Not in these situations. Well, I don't necessarily hate them, but in this situation I do. Well, my character, anyway. Enough. Yeah, let's go with this.
Listen, you two. The Darkspawn could be on us any minute.
Please, listen to your sister.
Then let's go. Lead on.
Don't give me orders. Man, this plays so much like The Witcher, or the rotation and all that. Like, just feels like a Witcher game, which makes sense because it's in the same engine. I think this one still used the same engine, the Aurora engine. Wait a minute, are we surrounded right now? We are surrounded right now. Okay, let's see. You are doing things. You're also a spellcaster? Her name is Bethany. And Helen Hawk. Oh, we have a family name. It's a good thing I didn't give me 2 names. And then we have Carver. Why do they... Aren't they my family? How is he my rival? Okay, well, I suppose he's my rival then. And she's a mage, and he's a warrior. Sounds good to me. Are they going to take care of each other? Or themselves, I should say. I hope so. Let me go over here and see what I can do. Hello. Yeah. Oh, I don't have my abilities. I do have Mind Blast, though, so that kind of helps. Let's see what I can do with that. Okay, that helps a little. Let me put myself in a sacrificial position here. Nobody's taking too much damage, though, so I think so far it's going all right. I'm still undecided as to how exactly I choose who to attack. One of our characters leveled up already? Lovely. We also have a codex. Oh, unfortunately, it's just for... No, we do have codexes over here. The daughter of Malcolm Hawke and Leandra Amel, Helen has lived in many places throughout Ferelden. Her father was a mage, and his gifts were passed on to both Helen and Bethany, Malcolm's younger sister. Malcolm refused to submit himself to the Chantry's rule. He kept his abilities a secret and taught his daughters to do the same. Therefore, the family was constantly on the move to avoid Templar hunters. 10 years ago, because the Templars hunt mages, 10 years ago the family settled in the village of Lothringen, building a home on the outskirts and making a life where they wouldn't forever be on the run. Though Leandra worried constantly that the Templars would one day catch up with them, Malcolm's teachings were sufficient to keep them safe. He died 3 years ago, leaving Helen responsible for the welfare of her mother and younger siblings. They are my younger siblings. There we go. When the blight began, and that's in the first game, and also what the cutscene was talking about, Carver enlisted in King Kaelin's regiment, saying the horde spilling from the Korcati wilds meant their home would be quickly overrun if the Darkspawn were not defeated immediately. Helen remained in Lothringen to safeguard the family. Carver appeared on their doorstep almost a month later, exhausted and injured. King Kaelin had been betrayed and slain at Ostagar. I say that he wasn't really betrayed. The cutscene just means... The cutscene right at the beginning of the game does leave some room for you to think that it was a strategic decision rather than an actual betrayal. Because the King Kaelin is portrayed as a buffoon, as an idiot, and... I probably would have done the same. It was a strategic decision to not advance. It wasn't really a betrayal. The game is making too much out of it, honestly. And the Horde was advancing on Lothringen. Though Helen and the others were making plans to leave, they fled their home before they were fully prepared. And it may still be too late. If this is a blind, does that mean you never played Inquisition? It does. Dante, welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes, it does. I have only played Dragon Age Origins, and I'm actually importing the save game from Dragon Age Origins. So Alistair is dead, Lothringen is dead, everybody's dead. I never had a kid with Morrigan. It's just a bunch of options that are doomed to doom the world. Hopefully it's going to be an interesting playthrough, though. Loghain saved the army. I think, you know what? I think that is a reasonable assessment. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then we can learn about the Darkspawn, which is really good, but we're not going to do that right now. And we also have Hurlocks over here, which are Darkspawn creatures. But what I really want is a level up. I do realize that I have attributes. Burp! The burps! You fake geek, you should be crucified. For what? For not playing Inquisition? I can't play Inquisition if I didn't play the original ones. That's not how games work. So, we want to go maximum mana? No. Let's see. Critical chance increases, derived stats, critical chance. No, it's not what I want. Increases damage and attack values for rogues. Increases damage and attack values for mages. And then strength. Increases fortitude. Increases likelihood of landing a critical hit. For all classes. That's pretty powerful. And then we have magic. We have cunning. Increases the defenses of all classes, as well as the amount of damage inflicted by a critical hit. So I probably want these three. Magic, dexterity, and cunning. With a focus on magic, I think. Although, I kind of want everything. That's a problem. Willpower increases the size of mana pool for mages and the stamina pool for warriors and rogues. Yeah. Constitution increases maximum health for all classes. Crap. And this increases magic resistance as well. We're gonna go with magic. That increases our actual damage. And, many points. You can't just apply half the points. Why? That's weird. Oh, and we can click on a tree to zoom in. Elemental. Oh, these are the skill. Oh, there's more skill trees than in the first game, I think. Although they are smaller. Cool. I know what it does. Winter's Grasp, Fireball. So this is elemental. Winter's Blast, increased damage. Cone of Cold. I definitely need these because they freeze people, I think. Vulnerable to further attacks. It just slows them. Oh, they nerfed it. Okay, it doesn't matter anymore. That's Elemental Mastery. Pyromancer. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. And then on the Spirit... Spirit, I thought, was pretty decent. Dispel Magic, Death Siphon. Nah, maybe I will go with that. Although Arcane, let's see. Elemental Weapons. Oh yeah, these are important. I think so. Elemental Weapons for giving damage bonus to my entire party. And we already have Mind Blast. Stunning Blast. Stun chance 100%. And this one is based on enemy rank. This one is not, as far as I can tell. Physical Force plus 12x. And it's just better. And we have Barrier. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Arcane. Not right now, because we can't increase any. So Arcane, we have Creation down here. What the hell is that? Heal. Ooh. Oh, it carries the burden of Dragon Age Origins. That was what I saw from reviews at the time as well. But I had Dragon Age Origins at the time. I just didn't play it past immediately at the beginning. Let's go with a heal for the moment, and hopefully that's gonna be all right. There's a dead refugee back here with Freeman's Staff. Instead of my Apostate Staff, equip new weapons, armor, and accessories for each. Yeah. I'll do something here. Hopefully that'll allow you to see some new things. Because there's health bars and stuff behind my face. See you later, Young. Have a good night. He has bad tips. Okay, so what is this? Red steel instead of Aurum. It's the same damage. Why would I care for that? Is her staff is okay. What is the 3-star? Why did... I don't get it. Yeah, the staff is the same thing. So let's move out. Also, we have some new codex entries here. No, we don't. We broke my heart. So let's move out. That's where we come from, right?
Wait. Where are we going?
Away from the Darkspawn, where else?
And then where? We can't just wander aimlessly. Wherever we go, what's important is that we don't separate.
We can go to Kirkwall.
Kirkwall? Are you sure that's wise?
There's a lot of Templars in Kirkwall, Mother. I know that, but we still have family there, and an estate.
An estate?
Then we need to get to Guarin and take ship.
If we survive that long, I'll just be happy to get out of here.
Now we fight!
We do fight. But they have an estate in Kirkwall? How do you know they have an estate in Kirkwall? They might have taken it already. If they haven't been there for years. Who are these people?
You will not have him! They will not have you. Not while I breathe.
Well, I guess the Templars found us. Well, that renders that discussion moot. Not mute. It's a different thing altogether. Okay, so I am a little bit lacking in the AoE department. I think it's all right though. The Templars seem to be handling themselves relatively well. Good.
Stop squirming, Wesley. You'll make it worse.
Wesley.
Apostate, keep your distance.
Oh right, they saw us cast.
Maker has a sense of humor. Huh. Darkspawn and now a Templar. I thought they all abandoned Lothering.
The Spawn are clear in their intent, but a mage is always unknown. The Order dictates.
Wesley.
The Order dictates.
Ooh.
Dear, they saved us. The Maker understands.
Of course.
I am Aveline Valenne. This is my husband, Sir Wesley. We can hate each other when we're safe from the Horde.
A strange time to be hunting apostates. His fellows left with the Chantry priests.
I was traveling to Denerim on business for the Order, but I had to turn south when I heard of Ostagar.
Denerim.
Bad luck and judgment brought us together here before the attack.
The nice Templar has been convinced to postpone his hunt for illegal mages. So let's not dwell upon it, shall we?
Wise girl.
You're quick to offer your allegiance.
Another blade between us and the Darkspawn? Yes, please.
So long as the Horde is their first concern.
My duty is clear, but that is for another day, if we are granted that opportunity.
We will be fine. We all will.
For a while it looked like we were the only ones to escape the Darkspawn.
We aren't free of them yet. You didn't see Ostagar. This is just the start.
You were there. Yes, I see it now. Third Company, under Captain Varel.
Then you saw how the whole of the army was...
It's a good thing I read the Codex.
We fell to betrayal, not the Darkspawn. This arm of the Horde will not have the same advantage.
You're a little bit late, Ghostface. Welcome to the stream. Not too late. Not too late. So what they're referring to there, about it being betrayal, not the Darkspawn, it is generally considered to be the case by everybody who was loyal to the king. But that's why I'm saying the narrator is taking a side. Loghain definitely didn't think that he betrayed the king. His intentions weren't necessarily completely immaculate, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have an argument. Either way.
How bad is that wound?
I think my sword arm's a loss, even with healing.
Then you will have mine, as always.
It looks pretty good.
For now, we move with you. North is cut off. We barely escaped the main body of the Horde.
Then we're trapped. The wilds are to the south, that's no way out.
We have no choice. The Darkspawn have us fenced in. We go south.
Bethany friendship +10, Carver rivalry +5. Lyrium potion immediately? Really? Wow. Lyrium is a potion for mages specifically, but it is also a type of material that is very specific to certain things. Mother, what are you doing?
I'm not sure we can survive much more of this.
When was this released? I think 2013. 2012? I might be wrong. Well, I definitely am wrong because I said 2 dates. Everyone is splattering blood. We were just fighting a lot. Well, you're not gonna survive if you just stay there. Wait a minute, there's more of them up there. Oh, there's a thing flying. Hi, I'm here as the current mage. That's good, it's good, don't worry about it. That's a grunt over there. Are they all grunts? Because this grunt over here is stronger than the others. And we have ourselves quick potions. No, don't worry about it. What's going on? There's more back here? Yeah, so grunts are actually stronger than normal Hurlocks. Yeah, there's more of them. They keep showing up. Just attack the grunt first and foremost. And keep an eye on everybody's health. That's our play style right now. Yeah, Mother is not. Mother is not really messing around with things because she doesn't fight. Let's go. She is coming though. Oh yeah, these guys. What are they fighting? So, we have health potions, thank you. How are they fighting each other? Are they like training or something? I think they might be. So the fighting style is different based on if you're using ranged attacks or close or up close. She fights with the blade and the staff up close. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing here. This. There you go. Everybody's a little bit stunned. Look at it. Oh, she's not fighting. I think I need to right click. I think left clicking doesn't do everything. I need to right click to attack. We got some rubble here with an amulet. +2 physical damage. +3% physical damage. We also have some level ups. Let's give you this amulet. And let's take care of your level ups. Let me actually make sure that the camera is in the right place. The camera does not seem to be in the right place. Camera. There you go. See? Now you can see all the things. Never played Dragon Age 2, but in Inquisition they do bring up the other argument for Loghain leaving the battle being tactical. They do that as well in the first game. They do that as well. Yeah, see you later, Ghostface. Thank you for showing up. And our friend and sister, Bethany, over here. Should I give her maximum magic? I don't know if she's gonna stay with me. And I'm a little bit apprehensive about, you know, making my team around her. So let's get a little bit of Constitution. What's defense? Cunning is defense. And a little bit of cunning. We're going to go with strength, cunning, and constitution for him. And we have the abilities for the warrior. Shield. Probably. Vanguard. Control. Might. Destroyer. Cleave. Massacre. Assail. Very, very good names. Stonewall, that's what I want. The warrior braces for impact, shrugging off damage from for a brief moment, and pushing back against any foe who attacks. Okay. Let's go with Stonewall then. And that's it. I wonder if I have... how I have control of different characters. We got a Darkspawn armor fragment. Yeah, how I can switch between characters. F1. Oh, it's the F keys. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let me just make sure I don't miss anything back here. I don't think I do. It's pretty straightforward. Thorungwil, welcome to the stream. Playing Dragon Age 2? The Saga opener. It was the best one, the Saga opener. Was it the first one that you played, or was it... what do you mean Saga opener? Wouldn't that be the first Dragon Age? Because the... Well, this is the second. Another dead refugee here. And a bunch of these guys. Oh. Well, I'm going in, taking all the hits here. And then doing this. And then trying to heal myself. I don't think that I confused a whole lot of them. What is that? That it's an emissary apprentice. Let's leave you there. And you are pretty good at doing your thing. You're not pretty good at doing your thing. Let's bring you over here because we absolutely need to focus. And then we have our Templar friend over here. She has shield defense. Is that a stance? That is a stance, isn't it? Sustained mode. Yes, it is. I wonder if this game has the same AI packages as the first game. Because the first game had quite a lot of AI packages that you could play around. And it was pretty beneficial to play around with them. If you wanted to have a team that works well. That's not great. Bethany, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay, you do that. If only just because you could just tell your characters not to use certain abilities until you needed them. Which was very good, for example, for stuns. You just told your character... I did that. Told your characters never to use stuns. And then I used them manually. It's pretty good. I mean, you're not doing very well up there. And then another one. Okay.
Quickly, before they regroup. We must press towards the wilds.
Just need to wait for them. Oh, there's more dead refugees here. They seem to have not stuck together and just been...
What's going to happen?
And they were just attacked one at a time. Apart from these ones that are everywhere. I need to use rogues to open chests. Unfortunately for me, I don't have rogues. Are you? You're not a rogue. Why do I have two warriors? Let's go for a strength warrior, two-hander. That's the stuff. That's the spirit. And we're gonna go with warmonger, taunt, pommel strike, and a no. Weapon and shield. Yeah, we're gonna go with vanguard over here. Control. The warrior fights with discipline, not anger, making every swing count. And this mode cannot be used at the same time as might, which is a mode we have already. She has shield. Dang it. Let's give her shield bash. That might not be the best decision on my part. Let's bring up that magic. And then we're gonna go to creation. We have heroic aura. That's pretty awesome, actually. And that's it. And we're gonna turn that on, because it is sustained, right? I believe so. And we're gonna put the auras all the way... Wait, they don't go over there? They do. Wait, when do they end? Wait, what? What are these? Potions? Maybe. Yeah. We just don't have rogues. Can't do that. We do have another dead refugee. And the Korcari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept even farmholder indoors. Not even. Aleph, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How can I donate well, the best way to do it is through Patreon. If you go to my Patreon page, I got a link on screen right now, patreon.com/KolonelRPG. That's the best way. Otherwise, you need to use the, if you want to donate here on Twitch, you can also donate bits. But of course, that's just the Twitch takes its share. Give Colonel stuff to ramble about. That's the nation he likes. Welcome to the stream, Aleph. How's it going? I said even. I misread something. There it is. When werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Alamari peoples stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arling stood on the border of the Dark Forest, on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest in his hunt for the werewolves. He slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the chastened wilder folk. And I believe those are elves. I might be wrong about that. Any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one of her son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women waiting eternally for their husbands to return. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Korcari Wilds. There are many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows. No, it's another one. It's been good. Corona's fucking with us, but okay, yeah. The forest of the legend is, of course, the Korcari Wilds. There are as many legends about the great southern forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The chastened wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wild land spread as far into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the chastened eke out an existence even there, and they tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Korcari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? And this is from The Land of the Wilders by Mother Aelis, Chantry Scholar, 918. I think that she's one of the Chantry scholars that I like, not the other one that I didn't. There's a lot of codex entries that are written by specific people, and I remember some of them. So we have Bethany over here. So I want her to be a damage dealer, if at all possible. So I'll go up on her magic as much as I can. And we will go with Pyromancer for extra fire damage. That sounds like a lovely time for everyone. And we have you. Honestly, let's go with Strength. Because I think I'm doing a wrong thing here. Stonewall. Yeah, I'm having two shields at the front, which is fine, I suppose. Having 2 shields and 2 spellcasters that aren't very shieldy. That's probably good. And then we have 2-handed. No, that's not what I want. Wait. Why does she have weapon and shield and he doesn't? He still has defender. I don't quite understand that. Stealing for battle, stamina regeneration. Oh, we got rally. Oh, but it's level 4, so it doesn't matter. Let's go with an upgraded pommel blow over here for 100% chance to stun. It's not actually what it does. It increases the duration, I believe. That's good enough. Ooh, there's a few more. What is locks? Yeah. There's also some more lore entries here. An honest answer regarding the apostates. That's about the prosecution of people who use magic by the Chantry. It's connected to the lore of the world. And also the city of Kirkwall over here, where we are supposed to go. Kirkwall once lived on the edge of the Tevinter Imperium, and was home to nearly 1 million slaves, stolen from elven lands or shipped from across the sea. All slaves fed the Imperium's unquenchable thirst for expansion. They worked in massive quarries and sweltering foundries that produced stone and steel for the Empire. The city's complicated past is not easy to forget. It's not very complicated, it's very simple. It's slavery. History having earmarked many corners of the stone city. A ship approaching the harbor spots the city's namesake, an imposing black wall. It is visible for miles, and carved into the cliffside are a pantheon of vile guardians representing the old gods. Over the years, the Chantry has effaced many of these profane sentinels, but it will take many more years to erase them all. Also carved into the cliff is a channel that permits ships into the city's interior. Flanking the channel are 2 massive bronze statues, the twins of Kirkwall. The statues have a practical use. Kirkwall sits next to the narrowest point of the waking sea, and a massive chain net can be erected between the statues and the lighthouse, closing off the only narrow navigable lane. This stranglehold on the sea traffic is jealously guarded by the ever-changing rulers of the city, as the net trolls taxes, tolls, and extortions in from the sea. Well, it's gonna be a big city, isn't it? Does this game only take place in Kirkwall? I remember seeing that somewhere. I think so. Yeah, right-click doesn't... That's not a great thing. Right-click doesn't open these things. The problem is holding right-click... Holding right-click rotates the camera. So it isn't the easiest thing to do.
May it give me strength.
That's why I said I didn't know if they were gonna stick with me or not. And there you are with your 2-handed sword and your capabilities of attacking. We do have a pommel strike now. Hopefully it will apply there. And you should go up. You have shield defense on, don't you? How do I tell? Yeah, it is now. It's pretty straightforward, actually, that when it tells you. So, hello. No, that's alright. I think I can handle that. Let's see if I can bring these guys down with my magic. There's nobody showing up from behind. And everybody else... Yeah, that stun worked flawlessly. That was fantastic. I wonder how the AI decides who to attack. It might still be whoever does the most damage. Because that's how it works in the first game. Whoever does the most damage to an enemy, the enemy will attack that person. Hello? Hello. Hi. I have this ability here that you're gonna hate. Yep. Oh, hi. No, okay, that's fine. Let's first kill you, and then I think we're okay for the moment. I am taking a little bit of damage. Let's just finish you off here, and then I can heal myself. That is fair. Everybody else... Oh, it's a grunt. That's why I was taking so much damage. And then we have another grunt up there as well, taking quite a considerable toll on... What's your name? I forgot your name. Briand. It's not his name. Let's see. Let's do this. And do this. Please do it. Thank you. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you can just murder the other one. Because that guy's going to be stunned for the rest of the week. I think. Whew.
Bethany, wake up.
Yeah, she did.
The battle's over. We're fine.
I'm sorry, mistress.
No.
Daughter is...
What happens if I choose a rogue?
These things will not take Bethany.
Bethany risked her life to save us.
I don't want a hero. I want my daughter. How could you let her charge off like that? Oh, my poor little girl. My sweetheart.
I didn't let her charge.
If we stand here weeping, the Darkspawn will take the rest of us too.
Allow me to commend your daughter's soul to the Maker, mistress. Ashes we were, and ashes we become. Maker, give this young woman a place at your side. Let us take comfort in the peace she has found in eternity.
I will never forget you.
Look at them paying attention to cinematography.
Our lives are more valuable to her than our prayers. Let's go.
I don't know what that jump was with the animation.
Flames. We're too late.
Now!
Are we? Who's that? Can barely tell. But they are attacking from this side. Let me see what I can do here. They're attacking from everywhere, in fact. They are a little bit on... They're powerful. They're kind of a little. Kind of a little. Are they ranged combatants here? They are. They are. This is good news. Because I can come in here and bother them a lot. And then do that. Kill you now. That's how I use my mages, is basically as...
There's no end to them.
The dialogue is okay. It's more about the story that it's telling than the dialogue. It's very sparse dialogue at the moment, which is fine. Flemeth?
Well, well. What have we here?
No way. Is that Flemeth?
It used to be we never got visitors to the wilds, but now it seems they arrive in hordes.
That is Flemeth. I mean, I wasn't even thinking of the dragon when I said Flemeth. I said Flemeth because of her face, and then I just clicked.
I don't know what you are, but I won't let you harm us.
That wasn't very...
Let me. If I wished you harm, I dare say you could not stop me. If you wish to flee the Darkspawn,
She looks really
you
cool,
should know
though.
you are heading in the wrong direction.
So you're just going to leave us here?
And why not? I spotted a most curious sight. A mighty ogre vanquished. Who could perform such a feat? But now my curiosity is sated and you are safe for the moment. Is that not enough?
You kill her in the first game, but it's like... She makes it obvious that she's not really dead, I think. Or, wait. Yeah, she makes... Like, she's special. For all I know, this is Morrigan or something, or some other daughter of her. Because she does all the weird things. I want to be a dragon.
We won't be able to get through the Darkspawn on our own.
They are everywhere, or soon will be. Where is it you plan to run to, hmm?
We're going to Kirkwall, in the Free Marches.
Kirkwall? My, but that is quite the voyage you plan. So far, simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Yeah. Simply to flee the Darkspawn.
Our home is gone, but I don't imagine you care.
I see. Hurtled into the chaos you fight.
Yeah.
And the world will shake before you. Is it fate or chance? I can never decide. It appears fortune smiles on us both today. I may be able to help you yet.
She made the decision to help me, and she's trying to come across like she's trying to say that it isn't her decision.
There must be a catch.
There is always a catch. Life is a catch. I suggest you catch it while you can.
Oh, she does that. That's true.
We don't even know what she is.
She's a dragon.
I know what she is. The
She's
Witch
a
of the
dragon.
Wilds.
Oh, also that, yes.
Some call me that. Also Flemeth. Asha Belinar. An old hag who talks too much. Does it matter? I offer you this. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way. Would you do this for a Witch of the Wilds?
She turns into a dragon. It's like a thing. I will get your group past the Horde in exchange for a simple delivery to a place not far out of your way.
What is a Witch of the Wilds exactly?
A chastened legend. Witches that steal children.
Bah, as if I had nothing better to do.
Then you're an apostate.
Yes, we have so much in common.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
I have...
Sasha, welcome to the stream. No, it's just the default game.
It is far more convenient this
It does
way.
look pretty.
Happily, you
But
are
this is the first time I'm playing the game.
How much trouble will this delivery be exactly?
about as much trouble as my saving your lives not 5 minutes ago.
That's a lot to ask without telling us what this involves.
It's nothing more dangerous than one so capable can handle.
Let me just see what these are.
You would go through all that trouble to have something delivered?
How do you skip
I
dialogue?
have an appointment to keep. It is far more
You can't skip
convenient this
dialogue.
way. Happily, you're not without your own needs.
Maybe you can, I don't know.
Should we trust her?
Wesley is injured. We'll never escape the Darkspawn.
Oh crap.
If you need to, leave me behind.
No. I said I would drag you out if I had to, and I meant it.
You would go through all that trouble to have something
I
delivered?
see. Yeah. Oh, escape.
It is far more convenient.
Escape is always skip.
Happily, you're not without your own
It's easy to
needs.
misclick there. Yeah, escape. Thank you.
I have to reach Kirkwall first.
But you will do it. There is a clan of Dalish elves near the city of Kirkwall. Deliver this amulet to their keeper, Marathari. Do as she asks with it, and any debt between us is paid in full. Before I take you anywhere, however, there is another matter.
That guy. It's contaminated.
No, leave him alone.
What has been done to your man is within his blood already.
Yeah.
You lie!
She's right, Aveline. I can feel the corruption inside me.
What are you talking about?
From the Darkspawn. All that blood. I knew when it happened.
Then how much time before you?
Not long now, if I am any judge.
There must be something we can do.
The only cure I know of is to become a Grey Warden.
And they all died at Ostagar.
Not all, but the last are now beyond your reach.
Oh, so this game doesn't... I never...
Aveline, listen to me.
You can't ask me
This game doesn't take place after Dragon Age Origins.
Please. The corruption is a slow death. I can't.
That's cool. Yeah, so this game doesn't take place after Dragon Age Origins. This is like in the middle of chapter 1. That's really interesting. Because Dragon Age 3 is not called Dragon Age 3, and I don't know if it is a sequel or not, in the sense, in a chronological sense. This might be in a chronological sense later on, but at least the beginning isn't after Dragon Age 1.
He's your husband, Aveline. I can't decide his fate.
Be strong, my love.
You can tell it's corrupted because his eyes are white in the middle. That's a lightsaber. It pierces through armor. It's very powerful. The armor is also made of paper, but it's also a lightsaber.
Without an end, there can be no peace. It gets no easier. Your struggles have only just...
Whoa, that cut.
Flemeth,
I thought that might interest you.
you
cool.
expect me to believe a myth swooped out of the wild to save the champion?
Oh, come now, Seeker. Do I need to recite the tale of the Warden as well?
No. Perhaps I shouldn't be surprised to hear of her involvement.
I liked my version better, too.
What else aren't you telling me then?
No, she doesn't.
Did she send someone with the champion?
In a matter of speaking.
So it's true. Continue. But if you tell me they all flew to Kirkwall on a dragon...
Nothing so fanciful, I assure you.
Aw, I thought I was.
Witch kept her word and got them to Guaran, where they took ship.
Oh.
They sailed north across the waking sea, lashed by terrible storms. 2 weeks they spent in that dark hold, packed in with the fearful and the desperate.
Well, they were also fearful and desperate.
Kirkwall, the city of chains.
It's a good thing we read the descriptions.
Long ago it was part of the Imperium.
Because otherwise that thing would make no
Far
sense.
and wide to work the quarries. Now, it's a free city. But I use the word loosely. Sail through those black cliffs and you'll see what the slaves of old saw. The gallows, welcoming you. That's where their ship landed, with all the rest.
I'm really glad I read that codex entry.
They're not letting anyone into the city.
What? That can't be.
It's true. Look at them all.
Are we really surprised? Everyone's fleeing the blight. Just as we are.
And they would throw us all back to the wolves. Unbelievable.
So long as we're all safe, that's more important.
We need to find Gamlen. Our family has always been highly regarded in Kirkwall. He can do something, I'm sure of it.
Let's hope he received your letter.
The guards seem to be reporting to that man. Perhaps we should speak to him.
We will speak to him in a little. We got Evelyn's friendship, and we have another codex entry here for Bethany. Helen's younger sister, Bethany, died during the battle. Oh, yeah, let's see if there's anything here interesting. Yeah, there's nothing here new. Excuse me. Maybe Anders in Dragon Age 2 comes close. Anders shows up in Dragon Age 2? Oh my god. Anders is from an expansion, isn't he? Of Dragon Age 1. I didn't like him. And that's, of course, our sister who died, and Flemeth. You are required to do nothing, least of all believe. Ages ago, legend says, Banon Konobar took to wife a beautiful young woman who harbored a secret talent for magic, Flemeth of High Ever, and for a time they lived happily, until the arrival of a young poet, Osen, who captured the lady's heart with his verse. They turned to the chastened tribes for help, and hid from Konobar's wrath in the wilds, until word came to them that Konobar lay dying. His last wish was to see Flemeth's face one final time. The lovers returned, but it was a trap. Konobar killed Olsen and imprisoned Flemeth in the highest tower of the castle. In the donjon, because that's dungeon, that's where the word comes from. In grief and rage, Flemeth worked a spell to summon a spirit into this world to wreak vengeance upon her husband. Vengeance she received, but not as she planned. The spirits took possession of her, turning Flemeth into an abomination, a twist, which is an actual term for people who get possessed by demons. A twisted, in the sense of, in this game, a twisted, maddened creature. She slaughtered Konobar and all of his men, and fled back into the wilds. For 100 years, and that's capital W wilds, because we have read about the Korcari wilds right there. For 100 years, Flemeth plotted, stealing men from the chastened to sire monstrous daughters, horrific things that could kill a man with fear. These Korcari witches led an army of chastened from the wilds to strike at the Alamari tribes. They were defeated by the hero Cormac, and all the witches burned, so they say, but even now the Wilders whisper that Flemeth lives on in the march, and she and her daughters steal those men who come too near. Morrigan's mother saved the last Grey Wardens from the death at the top of the Tower of Ishal, but just who or what Flemeth truly is a mystery. Well, she's Morrigan's mother. That's pretty important there, because who the hell is Morrigan? We haven't seen her yet, but she's from the first game. And we also have ogres. Info here about ogres. They are very ugly and very big and punch a lot, and we don't like it when they punch. Cry an angry whole game. You will love Anders, you'll see. Really? Good. A mystery until the Inquisition. Let me see. F5 saves the game. That's all I need. In life, and in Dragon Age. I'm holding tab here, trying to see if there's any new info. But there's nothing.
Get back to the crowd, you lot.
There we go.
Trying to bully your way through won't get you into Kirkwall any faster.
But you do intend to let us in.
We have enough poor of our own in the free marches. We don't need you refugees piling up here like a middens heap.
I heard someone call this fortress the Gallows. Is it a prison?
Used to be. Back in the Imperial days. They kept slaves here until the rebellion. Now the Templars run it, and use it to lock up their mages. Guess not much has changed.
Are mages imprisoned here?
Well, no more than anywhere else. It's a circle of magi now. Magic is to serve man, not rule him. And mages are better locked up where they don't hurt anyone.
Why aren't we being allowed into the city?
If it were up to me, I'd bar the gates and let you find somewhere else to beg. But it's not. Some of you lot might have legitimate business in the city. So Knight Commander Meredith wants us to sort you all out. Most of you are getting right back on your ships, though.
That's a Templar title. Why would a city guardsman answer to the Templars?
We don't answer to her, but she's the power in Kirkwall. Don't know what would happen if the Viscount went against something she wanted, but he's sure never taken that chance.
Interesting. Viscount. It probably would be just... It's a free city, so... Yeah, it makes sense that he would call it a Viscount. Historically speaking, Viscounts are legionless leaders in Europe. Sometimes, not very... It's not necessarily very often. But in free cities, they sometimes are.
There must be someone in charge I can speak with.
Yes, always the same story.
I want to see your manager.
You want in, talk to Captain Ewald. I'm just here to keep you refuse from climbing the walls.
Captain Ewald. I can just go in. That's very surprising, honestly. Up we go. This place.
Why don't they open their bloody gates?
Oh, those are the gates. Yep. At least...
Tell me, how did your family escape Lothering? Almost everyone who hadn't fled.
My older sister. If she wasn't with us, I don't think we'd be here.
But you seem quite skilled as well.
I'm not my sister.
Yeah.
Just take your things and get back on the ship.
Do I have things in here?
You should have thought of that before you came here.
I suppose. I suppose. I don't know that he's talking to me, though. These ceilings are really cool. Wow, this place is awesome. Wow. They have nothing like this in Dragon Age 1.
What you want? Money? I can pay you.
All the gold in Phaedus won't make the city any larger.
Don't give us that shit. Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know, Sirrah, but there's nothing for you here.
Let us through, you flaming blighter. We're not staying in this pit.
Then get back on your ship and leave. Kirkwall has no more room for refugees.
The ship's already gone. We paid good coin to get here.
You and half of Ferelden. There's nothing I can do. The city is full.
Did you see his veins? That's what told me that the Templar that died, that he was corrupted. I saw his veins, and I was like, immediately, I was like, yeah, that's bad news. But that guy over there,
One of the guards said you were letting in people who have business in the city.
That's right. We've seen you let lots of people through.
Citizens and merchants that make it worth our while. I'll assume that you don't have any more coin than these gentlemen. We've been letting you Fereldans in for months. You're too late. There's no more room.
But we've got family here.
I've heard claims like that 1,000 times already, trust me. We'll find some ships to take you all back to Ferelden, eventually. Until then, you stay here.
There must be someone else in charge we can talk to.
Just keep asking for that.
By order of the Viscount and Knight Commander Meredith, whose fortress you're standing in. But as far as you're concerned, I'm in charge.
Our uncle is Gamlin Amel. He knows we're coming. Surely someone could find him.
Gamlin? I know that name.
He's a nobleman here in the city. Our family has an estate.
A nobleman?
Ah, that explains the estate situation.
He's a weasel who couldn't rub two coppers together. He comes back, I'll bring you to him. But I don't have time to...
What? You gonna let them through?
I didn't say anything about...
We've been here for 4 days. They just got here.
That's it. We're carving our way out of here. Men?
Women? To arms, indeed. So they are deserter leaders. I don't know what to say. I think the blood must have done something to them. Okay, immediately stunned. I'm just gonna fall back a little, and I'm gonna attack you there, and then you can stun. Let's see. The leader is the issue. So let's go ahead. Are you really? Oh, there's a lot of them. This is interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, you do your thing. I'm just gonna hang out back here because they're all dying. And no, this one is actually taking a little while to die. It is a lot of them, though. This is like a freaking mutiny. He better let me in now. I'm like, if it weren't for me, he would have been killed. They are all against him. And that's a kill, and then we have that guy I'll help out. That's a kill. Somebody else is showing up as well. Okay, so I think I see where this game is coming from, or is going for. It's, you fight once, well, you fight twice, because there's going to be spawning enemies. Hopefully they don't spawn right in front of me, or in places where I have made tactical decisions already, because that is the worst thing about spawning enemies, that sometimes you think, okay, there's nobody over there, I'm going to defend that point, and then the enemies spawn on top of you. And the world hates me if that happens.
Unbelievable.
Captain, are you all right?
I am, no thanks to you. Where is everyone? Go find them. I want this kept under control. You have my thanks. Look, I can't get you into the city. It's not my decision. But I'll find your uncle and bring him here.
You gotta list something on her face. He does. Quite a lot of something.
It's been 3 days. This waiting has to end.
I'm sure it won't be much longer. Gamlin must still be looking for us.
And if he's not?
Wait. I think someone's coming.
Yeah, it is. It's really weird.
Leandra! Damn, girl. The years haven't been kind to you.
Gamlin!
Let me say up front, I wasn't expecting this. The Blight, your husband, dead. I'd figured you'd pretty much be Ferelden for life.
Oh, Gamlin. We came too late. My darling Bethany didn't make it, and dressed to guide her.
Oh, make her save me. Leandra, don't drop this on me here. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
This dialogue is difficult to pull off. This sort of dialogue is really difficult because it's such a pivotal moment in the storyline, and he reacted naturally, voice acted normally. It wasn't weird and awkward at all. And I mean, characters don't cry too much about what's going on. Like the paladin lady over here didn't cry too much about her husband. There's a lot of husbands and wives, and our mother didn't cry too much about her child. This guy's an ass. That was good. That was good. Yeah, that's great. It sets, this sort of dialogue is important because it sets the expectations for what's about to happen for the rest of the game, and the expectation is not that it is cheesy and weird. So I like that. Let's see where it goes with that. So don't drop this on me. I don't even know if I can help you get in.
I'm more concerned about Mother. Can you get her in at least?
No. We stay together.
I was hoping to grease some palms, but the Knight Commander's been cracking down. We're gonna need more grease.
But what about the estate? Surely Father left something when he died?
Right, about the estate. It's... gone. To settle a debt. I've been meaning to write you.
Then there's no hope.
Not quite. I know some people who might help. If you're not too delicate about the company you keep.
Mother said our family was wealthy. You really can't help us.
I am blighted helping. I've got 2 offers of work from people who've got the coin to open those gates.
Yeah, that's what the guard
I
said.
still can't believe you sold the estate. Gamlen, how could you?
Well, I didn't expect your blasted family to show up on my doorstep. I've got a nice place in Lowtown. You'll see, it'll all work out.
I thought he was gonna make an argument. You know, real estate value is dropping these days, what with the blight and all, and it's better to sell early. You know, it's a reasonable financial decision. But no, we're actually, it would make sense for him to sell the estate. Well, maybe not inside the city. Actually, I don't know. It is interesting. I wonder how the value of real estate would be changed on a situation like this. I can't put it beyond this game's world for it to be a reasonable choice. Obviously, he's just as the guard said. The guard said he gambled it away, so it is as it is.
Do we need to stay in Kirkwall? Let's go to another city.
This was my home. I can't believe they won't let me come back.
Every city on the coast's been hip-deep in Ferelden since the Blight. You could try your luck further inland, I suppose, but it won't be easy.
We're not putting Mother through that. We came here. We're staying here.
What do you mean exactly, Gamlen?
I talked to my contacts, and I found some people who might be willing to pay your way into the city. The catch is, you and your brother will have to work off the debt. For a year.
A year?
It's the best I could do. Trust me when I say a bunch of refugees won't get a better option anywhere else.
We cut down dozens of Darkspawn and an ogre to get here.
That's
that
a pretty
has
cool
to
line.
count for something.
Unless you brought an ogre's head along on the boat, I doubt it. I managed to convince my contacts
could have brought
to go
it.
to the gallows to meet you personally. Mirren heads up the mercenary company, the Red Iron. They're looking for recruits. Fenril, I guess you might call her a smuggler. Either one of them can help you. All you need to do is find them in the courtyard and convince them you're worth the trouble.
What do you think about this, Carver?
What can I say? Better here than nowhere.
How dangerous is this smuggler's work?
Well, it won't be pretty working for her. She's a pretty small fish compared to some of the other thieves' guilds around here. But she's tough, she's fair, and she never deals in slaves or flesh.
What kind of man is this Mirren?
He's a hired sword. What do you expect him to be like? I wouldn't bring him home for dinner.
My character has armor.
He's got a decent reputation. I wouldn't have asked him if I thought he'd cross you.
Let's find them and see what they have to say.
Actually,
Gamlen, I don't
all
know
of them
about
have armor.
It's a lot of coin.
But these two don't.
Don't go expecting our name to carry the kind of weight it used to.
And what of me? I will not allow others to incur debts on my behalf.
Can't see that it makes a difference. You look like a lady who can pull her own weight.
Then you'll come with us.
I have no real option. Thank you.
Well, that's a quick solution for her to stay with a team. Because she has no real option. Well, she can't get in. She can't get in, right? So there's so little information about the quests. Not that I mind. I want to look at the codex. Character O? Should be O. How the hell? How do you open the codex? Can anybody help me on that? Oh, it's over here. There's some things down here. X? No. It's in here. It's in here. We got it. It's in another thing. It's gotta be in the journal. Oh, it's over there. It's over here. Just wanted to see if there was any new entry, because sometimes I miss them down below. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It is in the journal. This is tempting me to play this game again. I replayed Origins and Inquisition last year. Maybe I should try this one again. Maybe. Maybe you should. Okay, so we can save. Where are we going now? We're just going inside. Let me see. Find either Ethan... I want to talk to Ethenreed. I can't pronounce her name. I'm going to have the worst time. In the gallows courtyard, either might be willing to provide a way to Kirkwall. Oh, we have an option right away. That's cool. Let's go find this Ethenrill. In the courtyard. Well, there's a quest marker over there. That's Mirren. Let's see Mirren.
Mirren?
And you must be Hawk. Nice.
What does he mean, nice?
Your uncle talked up a storm about you. He better not be blowing more smoke out his ass.
I'd like to know more about you first.
Right. You're not a marcher like your uncle. The Red Iron is...
Marcher with a capital M.
We pick who we work for and keep our noses clean. But anyone screws with us, we mess them up. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
All I know is if we join the company, I'm going to start talking like that.
Getting us into the city...
What's the soundtrack doing right now?
Did I mention the Red Iron gets paid pretty well? Not to mention your uncle said you were a mage. We're willing to pay for that.
I didn't realize Gamlin told you that.
You stick with us. You'll be safe. For a year, at least.
My uncle doesn't seem like the sort to hang out with mercenaries.
He doesn't. Gamlin cheated one of my men at a wallop match. You turn out, we'll call it even.
I'll find some other way into the city.
Let me know how that works out for you.
No, he took it quite well then. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can find the other... Oh, it's over there. Okay. The other quest marker. Man, this place looks amazing. It looks fantastic. Ethenrill. Hello. She's an elf.
Are you a Thenrill?
You must be Gamlin's niece. Interesting. I don't know what he told you about us, but he certainly told us a great deal about you.
How much exactly?
Enough to pique our interest, provided you can justify...
Look at Peak written like that. I tell you, Peak is written like that. I tell you. Look at Peak written like that, right? So I found the game to have real multiple choices, branching dialogues, really moral choices, etc. So far, the only choices that happen are for, as far as I can tell, are for your companion's reaction towards you, and I think it's working relatively well. Like, you make a character in your head, and then you try to be consistent to how that character. That's the way I'm playing anyway. Consistent to how that character is. Talked the way they would talk, and then your companions like you or dislike you based on that. So far, I've only really noticed my brother increasing his rivalry towards me a couple of times, and the other Templar lady, she's pretty happy about me. So that's the choices we have right now. We have a choice here for going with one or the other. It seems to be a branching storyline in the sense that Baldur's Gate 2 has branching storyline where you can go with two different factions for the same objective, and our objective here is getting into the town. It doesn't seem to be like side quest focused. Like the first game is side quest focused, which means that you have little decisions here and there that finish each side quest in a different way. This one hasn't had any side quests. It's a very streamlined beginning, so Let's see where that goes. With a name like Ethanriel, what else could she be? That's a good point, actually. Does the character's liking or disliking you have weight in the gameplay, or is it just flavor? As far as I know, it's actually dialogues that you unlock. If it's in the first game, basically in the first game, the more the characters liked you, the more you could advance in their quest line, but also you got more dialogues when you were in camp. And also later on, there's right at the end of the game, they have decisions based on how they like you, which is very common for BioWare to do. BioWare has been doing that since Baldur's Gate 1. They just always at the end is like all the companions come in and be like, oh, look at me, I like you a lot. And the other one comes in and says, nah, I don't like you too much. And then they change things at the end.
I'd like to know more about what we'd be doing for you.
I wonder who my voice actress
We don't
is.
compete with the Thieves Guild, but we keep...
I recognize her voice.
Pods. That said, we're not killers or slavers. Anything short of that, however, is fair game.
Do what you want, but this sounds fishy to me.
Begging and taking your pick never went hand in hand.
It does sound fishy. That sounds like a good thing for my character, because I want to be goody two shoes. So I will get myself into the worst situations possible, and then be goody two shoes after about it. So female actress, Hawk voice actress. That's the one. Generic NPC lady type 1. It's Joe Wyatt. I recognize that name. I recognize the name. Yep. It is Ciri. That's where I know her from. No, that's where I know her voice from, and the name as well. But she's very prolific in anime and stuff. Let's see what else. In games. She doesn't do many more games. She does additional voices in a bunch of games, though, for BioWare. And that's it. She's Ciri's voice. I like it. I like it. She doesn't have the spunk that she has in The Witcher 3, though. Because there were a few lines that I wanted to be a little bit more... And then she's like, I will murder you now. She must do a lot of BioWare stuff. She does do a lot of BioWare stuff, but she's mostly anime. A lot of these big companies tend to hire off of anime actors. Because they're very, very competent. It's like... It's really good to record with the anime actors, and in fact, a lot of gaming voice actors get their chops making anime and making covers or dubs, making dubs for anime. Too bad you can't rename your character to Ciri. I think Ciri is with a C rather than with an S. She's not Ciri from Apple. She's Ciri from The Witcher 3. Cirilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon. Yeah, I don't remember her name.
I hear getting us into the city isn't cheap.
If you're as good as your uncle claims, we're hoping you'll be worth it. After all, it's not every day we're offered an apostate's services.
Does everyone know about us?
If the circle hasn't descended upon you, my guess is no. The Templars in Kirkwall like to think they have all mages properly leashed, but when has that ever been true? We can keep them from taking notice while you're with us. Wouldn't be the first time.
How did you get to be one of my uncle's contacts?
Is that what he calls me? He owes us after that last big idea. If you turn out, though, we'll consider things even.
Tell me what you need done.
There's a merchant named Cavril, friend of the Templars, so they let him set up his little shop here in the Gallows. We supplied him in return for a piece of the take, but now he won't pay up. We can't go near him without him screaming for the guard, but you can. Get our money from him and you're in.
Seems pretty straightforward. Alright, let's do it. control. I was holding control because in Dragon Age 1, if you hold the control, you can look around. In this game, it's right click. There's still that character over there. Why is it marked like that? Cavril, the merchant in the gallows courtyard. Hey.
I've already told you, I can't give you any more for them.
But that was everything we have. It's all we brought with us.
And I feel for you, Sarah, but it's the best I can do.
If they just let us into the city, I could get 3 times that price.
Myron?
Your business is done.
But...
Now then, what can I do for you, Sarah?
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter the city. So the Templars suggested having someone set up shop, temporarily. And I am the lucky man.
You mean you paid your own bribes to be here?
If they allowed everyone to set up shop, this place would turn into a bazaar. Sadly, there's only so much I can do for those Fereldans.
I'll show you something.
I'm sure you're very broken up over it.
I meant you. Folks like yourself.
Right.
She didn't seem very happy with the deal you made.
Look at his feet.
What am I supposed to do?
When his feet are on camera, look at his feet.
These people dragged with them.
You mean people like us?
Of course. My apologies. My point is that I'm running a business, not a charitable order. I'm sorry.
I imagine the profits help with the guilt.
I didn't think there'd be any stores here in the fortress.
Oh, we're gonna
get
the
thing. There are many merchants who come here right now who can't afford the bribes to enter. So the Templars suggested
look at his feet.
Someone set up shop, temporarily.
To see how his feet are buried in the floor?
Lucky man.
His feet were buried on the floor. The reason why that is because this game uses something called tessellation, and they didn't account for the fact that they tessellated the floor. And it looks like the floor is fluffy stone. So what tessellation does is it creates a it makes textures look three-dimensional. They are actually three-dimensional, but it uses just a singular texture instead of actual 3D maps. Normal you know, like models, like our characters, they're not tessellated, although sometimes they are. That it's modern games they are. But they traditionally they are not, and then in this game I don't think they are. Although the hair might be tessellated, I doubt it. The point is, what they do is they create the models and then put a texture on it, and they do the same for buildings. The thing is, with very normal, with very repeating textures like stone or wood and stuff like that, it's very time consuming to model all the bumps. And so what they do is they use tessellation to base off of the stone texture to make all the bumps off of that. It's a little bit like bump mapping, or there's other mappings that I think it's normal mapping, the old ones, the old technology. But basically it's a way to make the game look pretty without having to do all the work manually. The problem is it makes the ground taller than it is, and it just looks like a fluffy carpet. It's pathetic. Look at it. I don't know what it was, but it's if you see his feet again, I think we're going to be able to see it outside as well, but let's see.
I believe you owe your business partners something.
Oh, I see.
Should I go tell
Look at his feet! Everybody!
Not just yet. I want to hear this. So, Ethenril sent you to collect, did she? Too cowardly to do it herself.
Care to step in here?
Only because this toad deserves it. You have a choice. Pay, or I beat it out of you, and your men.
Hey!
Stay back. Just take what's in the chest. Take it all. Now I'm getting out of here. Let those guards find someone else to buy Dogland junk.
Well, that was rewarding. Also because Evelyn likes that. But But that was rewarding. It's fun. Also, I saw that during the cutscene. But look at our feet. They're buried in the floor. The tessellation doesn't account. It looks like the stone is made of fluffy carpets. The game doesn't account for the height difference because of the tessellation on the floor. Oh my god. Anyway. Can I open this? Yes, I can. 2 gold.
That should do it.
That should indeed do it. Let's go. Maybe it's magic fluffy stone. I wish all stone was fluffy stone. Well, yeah.
Here you go, as requested.
Will you look at that? Tell your uncle we'll make the arrangements. Welcome aboard.
And you level up. And I'm now nefarious. Evelyn, do you see the trouble you get me in? They call me nefarious now. How dare you? That's not my name. Let's level up. So, I am still gonna go with willpower and magic as a mixture. I do want a little bit of... that's for... Is that critical chance? No, critical chance is dexterity. Our chance is currently 0. Let's go up on magic. And as for our schools of magic, healing is a good thing. Valiant aura is also a good thing. But I was thinking arcane over here so I could have elemental weapons. I think I can have those 2 auras at the same time. Let's see. I can! This is great. It's fantastic. Whew. Alright. Excuse me. Are you just a beggar? Yeah, but you don't actually beg. It's a mime, in fact. Anyway. Seems like I'm in, dude.
So, that was your uncle, was it? Good. I thought he was another confidence man trying to sell promises. I don't suppose he has the coin you'll need to get in.
We just helped save your life. Isn't that worth something?
If it were just up to me, I'd let you through. But there are a lot of eyes watching, a lot of palms that need greasing. My suggestion? Wait for a ship and hope the next city hasn't already closed their doors.
This city is really being depicted as a city of where hands need to be greased and people need to be bribed. Huh. Confidence, man. Not very often hear it spelled out. Spoken out. What we need to do. Deliver Flemeth's amulet to Madame Thady in the Dalish camp. No. What do you mean? This is not the way to go. And we can see the mountains back there as well, I think. Barely. Anyway. Uncle.
Any luck?
Yes. They've agreed to help us.
I'll speak to Athenril and see when the bribes can be made. Wait here.
So far, yes.
I guess we did it. We're here to stay, at least for a while.
The blight may still spread, but for now we have a new home.
If only Bethany were here with us.
And Wesley.
Let's just see what happens. We have a long year ahead of us.
Thus began the champion's first year in Kirkwall. Word arrived from across the sea that the hero of Ferelden had defeated the blight. But Lothering was destroyed. Kirkwall was the champion's home now. So she remained, paying off her debt, made a name for herself in the underworld. It was a busy year in the city. That's when the Kunari landed. A great storm had caught their ship and left hundreds of warriors stranded in the city, waiting to return home. That's also when the trouble began with the mages. The Templars had become very powerful under Knight Commander Meredith. But, most importantly, that's when I first met the champion.
That's a cool loading screen. No mods, no. I don't have the mods. I mean, there might be mods for the game. Fluffy Stone, be on the lookout for it. Who's that?
No. Andraste's tits, human. You know how many people want to hire onto this expedition?
That's,
We know you're going into the deep roads. You'll need to hire the best, and we're...
No! You're too late. Already done.
The money from this trip could fix everything. You need us. We fought Darkspawn.
Look, Precious. I don't care if you tore the horns off an ogre with your bare hands.
That's the character from the first game.
We're running from your bloody Templars.
If that isn't the dwarf from the first game, it's the same voice actor. Famous voice actor, I forget the name. But I don't remember. Ogren? Was it Ogren? I think it was.
My brother has a point. It's on his head, but it's still valid.
It's not the same dwarf, okay.
Oh, thanks for that.
I think it's the same voice actor.
So what about it, Bartrand? We're just what you need.
Bartrand.
You're looking for a quick way out of the slums, right? You and every other Ferelden in this dump. Find another meal ticket.
Well, back to waiting for someone to turn us in.
It'll get harder if we're at each other's throats.
I know. It just seems like you either die in this city or you end up like the scum we're bargaining with. We need coin, status, something we can shove in that dwarf's face and keep people off our backs. And all I can think of is Uncle Gamlen.
This echo and the lack of voice lips sync. I don't know what to tell you. I don't... The game, yeah. That's probably just the stream then. Faces are so wooden. I don't know what to tell you. Kingrat, welcome to the stream, by the way. I didn't see you. Didn't see you there. Let me see what I can do about that. Let's do it like this. If I click here and then mute the game and then do this and then go here, there we go. Twitch Kernel RPG. And that you can't hear me say the things, even though I just heard me say the things. I want to go into clips. I want to see what's going on here. I was messing with things before the stream, so I might have screwed things up. Yeah, there's the delay. Yep, there's the delay. It's just a stream delay. It's something that I need to fix on my side, but I don't know how to fix that. Let me see. Elgato, there it is. Deactivate. Activate. Done. Let's see if it gets better. It may get better. The game is a little bit weird, though. Every once in a while, it'll be, like, all jerky and weird. Shazam. Let's find out. It might have something to do with what I did before. Welcome to Dragon Age 2. No, it's on my side. It works good. It's looking good. This has to do with Windows. All I can think of is Uncle Gamlen.
You catch more flies with honey. But Gamlen's bullshit could work too.
Let me know.
Well, he did get us into the city, right? What else can we do? We're losing ground, and I don't fancy waking up in the gallows.
The echo is just a reverb on the game. It's the halls of the street and all that.
I knew a guy once who could take every coin out of your pockets just by smiling at you. But you don't have the style to work Hightown, let alone the Merchants Guild. You might want to find yourself a new line of work. Off you go.
How do you do?
Varric Tethras, at your service. I apologize for Bartrand.
That is an entrance.
He wouldn't know an opportunity if it hit him square in the jaw.
But you would.
I would. What my brother doesn't realize is that we need someone like you. He would never admit it either. He's too proud. I, however, am quite practical.
You're part of Bartrand's venture.
That's right. The deep roads wouldn't normally be my thing, but I can't allow the head of our family to go down there alone. So as you might imagine, I have more than a passing interest in this expedition's success.
What makes you so certain we can help? You know nothing about us.
Oh, on the contrary. You've made quite the name for yourself over the last...
He's got a little stubble.
The coterie has been squeezing smugglers out.
He's got the beer in his chest.
And the only group to survive owes it all to you two. The name Hawk is on many lips these days. Not bad for a Ferelden fresh off the boat.
You must have heard of my brother as well, then.
A little, yes. But it is you they speak most of, Messer.
That figures.
Your brother is certainly welcome to join us by all means, but I'll leave that in your hands.
Oh, I'm going. Without this expedition, we won't last out the year.
He said he didn't need another guard.
We don't need another hireling. We need a partner. The truth is, Bartrand's been tearing his beard out trying to fund this on his own, but he can't do it. Invest in the...
Good to hear, Harry.
50 sovereigns and he can't refuse. Not with me there to vouch for you.
It sounds interesting. But if I had any gold, I wouldn't need this job.
You need to think big. There's only a brief window after a blight when the deep roads won't be crawling with darkspawn. The treasure you find down there could set you and your family up for life.
Come on. The dwarf makes some sense. No offense. Look.
No offense? That's weird.
And it's a good idea. Certainly better than ending up in the gallows.
We work together, you and I, and before you know it, you'll have all the capital you need. What do you say?
There might be nothing down there.
Skip the dialogue.
Darkspawn and rubble. How can you be sure?
I am gonna play, yeah.
Well, Bartrand isn't grasping at strings. He's operating on some good information. Some of the deep roads are so old, even the dwarves have forgotten them. We just need to get down there. Then Bartrand will lead the way. You and I will be there to handle problems.
What makes you so certain you'll be useful to me?
I know everyone in this city worth knowing. I can help you find the jobs you need, and if you don't need me for that, there's always Bianca.
You named your crossbow.
And why not? She's a beauty. Isn't that right, sweetheart?
What's to stop you from taking my investment and running?
You'll be traveling with the expedition, and I'll be at your side. If I cross you, you'll be the first one to know, and I'll be the last.
You're asking me to take a lot on faith.
You're asking for a guarantee?
I don't know that I can give you one. Look, I know the Templars have been
Pretty reasonable, honestly.
How terrible would it be to get out of the city for a while?
If this works out,
You'll be wealthy enough that the Order won't be able to touch you.
you need the coin and I need your help. We need each other. I can't make it sound better than that.
It's not like I had anything better planned.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Crawling with work. You set aside some coin from every job and you'll have the money in no time.
Sure. Easy. But maybe Aveline's got some bounties out. She joined the city guard, right?
We should talk privately when you get the chance. In the Hanged Man, maybe. I'll be there when I'm not with you. Now, let's go see what trouble we can stir up. Keep a hand on your coin, Hawk. There are more cut purses in Hightown than in the rest of the city combined.
So you mean to tell me I can't talk to you right now?
Ah, Hightown, where the rich go to piss their money away. This really is the best place in Kirkwall.
Oh, they have dialogue for each area then, I assume.
I'm here. Right behind you.
Well, he's new here. You know how it goes.
Nothing new today.
I'm glad to hear. That is a helmet over there. I think that's the helmet of... Yeah, the guards do have that helmet in this place. Are you the... No, you're not the dwarf that we dealt with.
My shipment's late. Well, good luck to you then. Welcome to the Hightown Market.
Yep. I think we should go talk to Evelyn, though. That is worthy over there. Let's see if I can find Evelyn. Got a plot point over there. We have a new plot over there. So... Oh, we can mark these as active quests. Good. I wasn't aware of the save system thing. I'll consider that. Yeah, it's a Dark Souls style game. Vampire, right? A friend in the guard. Evelyn may have information about working with the city guard. Talk to her at the barracks in the Viscount's Keep. Let's mark that as active. How does that work? Just follow that? I'll talk to Worthy first.
Hawk, long time no see, my friend.
Worthy! When did you get back into town?
Oh, just a month or so ago. Things didn't
I don't know
work
who
out
this
in
person
Orgrimmar.
is.
You aren't still working for a Thenril, are you? Your year must be up by now.
Yes, I'm done with that.
Good for you. Always nice to see someone...
The save system isn't like Dark Souls?
I'll tell you what. I still have my old contacts. You need some rune crafting done, I can arrange it for you. Take care, Hawk. Don't get dead.
You have unlocked a crafting station. Well, thank you for that.
You know,
Let's...
Junior, it's eerie how much resemblance there is between you two.
She's my sister. Of course there's a resemblance.
There's no resemblance.
Oh, you thought I meant Hawk. I was talking about Gamlin.
Maker, I hate you, dwarf.
Yep. Rune of Protection. No, these are for buying. These are for making? Yep, you can order runes in here. No runes. Well, I'll get past the whole game without having doing anything of that. Anyway, let's see Evelyn. This is not the way. How do you progress? I guess you have not to turn your PC, right, Ghostface? Yeah, that's like Dark Souls. That's why I was saying, Harry. As far as I know, as far as from what I've seen, it saves when you return to your asylum or whatever that place is. Is this... I don't know if this is... No, this is not the same place that we were. It's a different part of the city.
That's ridiculous. How could anyone believe that? Kirkwall is going to the dogs, believe me.
Is it? It looks pretty cool to me. And we got more guards. Yes, their helmets are readaptation, are like reimagined helmets from the first game. But I don't remember exactly who has these helmets in the first game. But I remember seeing them. There's one character in particular that never takes his helmet off, and you can see the eyes. And I think it's these helmets. Isn't it in the DLC though? I don't know. Looks kind of Greek. Interior, huh? Shiny thing. Gather your party? Oh. Well. I can't choose her. So. Yeah, that's it.
Messiah, please stop kicking the wall.
Who are you to talk to me like that, you bloody peasant?
The guard who'll throw you out if you kick that wall one more time.
Huh. History of the Circle. It is no simple matter safeguarding ordinary men from mages and mages from themselves. Each circle tower must have some measure of self-government, for it is ever the Maker's will that men be given the power to take responsibility for our actions, to sin and fail, as well as to achieve the highest grace and glory on our own strength. You, who will be tasked with the protection of the circle, must be aware of its workings. The first enchanter is the heart of any tower. He will determine the course of his circle with He will determine the course his circle will take. He will choose which apprentices may be tested and made full mages, and you will work most closely with him. Assisting the first enchanter will be senior enchanters, a small council of the most trusted and experienced magi in the tower. From this group, the next first enchanter is always chosen. Beneath the council are the enchanters. These are the teachers and mentors of the tower, and you must get to know them in order to keep your fingers on the pulse of the circle, for the enchanters will always know what is happening among the children. All those who have passed their harrowing but have not taken apprentices are mages. This is where most trouble in a circle lies, in the idleness and inexperience of youth. The untested apprentices are the most numerous denizens of any tower, but they more often pose threats to themselves due to their lack of training than to anyone else. And this is from Serene of the Chantry Templars. I don't remember their character specifically. So let's go up. I need to go this way. There's a lot more liveliness than you had in the first Dragon Age. They really want the world to feel alive. Evelyn, what are you doing here?
Aveline!
That's what I said.
Hello, Hawk.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you. Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed. In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity.
It was sort of
The type the
contradictory
locals want.
lines there.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
The blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
It's not how I wanted to say goodbye. I'll say that.
You can't go home again. That's supposed to be about maturity. It's not the same if you don't have the option.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
So I take it she's gonna join the team. Lovely. It's good that I came here first then. Let's look at your equipment. Because he currently has good equipment is what he has. But I can't give him a one-handed sword and a shield. Let's see what we have. No. I want the abilities here first. So strength. I probably want dexterity. Which one adds to defense? It's cunning, right? Cunning also adds to critical damage, which is reasonable. Let's do this. And then for your abilities, a taunt would be interesting. Two-handed. I still want him to be a defender. But stonewalling doesn't require a shield, despite the defender thing. As far as I can tell. So let's go for two-hander. Mighty blow, shattering blow. It's the only one that we have, so let's go for it. And then we have Varric, who... Let's look at his equipment. Oh, I can auto level up. That's interesting. He has... Oh, it's a crossbow. Of course. Varric. Wait. Yeah, we have four team members. I was like... now with her Evelyn as well. But yeah, so we got dexterity. He already has cunning. So let's go ahead and mix those two. And he's got a little bit of specialist for a speed, for extra attack speed. It is a sustained mode. And then we have precision. Bianca is his actual skill tree. And he's also got pinning shot, which is pretty powerful. And I could do bursting arrow for fire damage. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we have Evelyn here, who, let me look at your inventory, is sword and shield. So let's look at her attributes. She has a lot of strength, so I'll go with a lot of cunning. And just keep it that way. We have Blade Master, we have Weapon and Shield. Starting off with Shield Bash and Shield Defense. And I could have Perception. Immune to flanking. The warrior maintains constant awareness of the battlefield. So long as the warrior has a shield equipped, enemies receive no bonus for attacking from behind. Let's go ahead with that. And that is our level ups taken care of. Let's do this thing for Evelyn then. The way it should be. Should I do that first, though? Or should I focus on the other stuff? I want Evelyn with me for the other stuff. So let's find our new home. Go to Gamlen's home in Lowtown. And on the way there, we're going to explore a little bit. There's the Kirkwall city guard here. I don't know what that is. It is with pride that I, your Viscount, grant the authority of law and civil enforcement upon the guardsmen of an independent Kirkwall. And no more will they defer to foreign troops, because they have their own army. And there's a codex entry there as well.
The heart of law in Kirkwall. If I have to say something about it anyway.
Yeah. It seems to be that way. And people are just here. We have a simple chest. I don't have a rogue yet. Oh! You're a rogue? What am I saying I don't have a rogue? Do you have lockpicking? Or is it just your cunning? Engraved armband and a short bow.
Easy as pie.
It was easy as pie. Good. I like the animation when you switch characters. It's fluid and nice. A study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 1. I don't know that the Fifth Blight is the one that just happened. I believe it is the previous one. While some of my contemporaries dispute whether the Fifth Blight was a true blight, or merely a large darkspawn resurgent, historians agree that it began in the swarms of the Korcari wilds on the southeastern border of the Ferelden, off Ferelden, in the year 930 Dragon. I don't know how the years are counted, but yeah, the blights are basically when the darkspawn invade, the things that we fought at the beginning of the game. King Kalen Theorin was swift in responding to the threat. Oh, that's Kalen. No, the Fifth Blight is the last one. And that's why they're being like, I don't know if this is true or not. Well, they don't know it yet, but they will know soon.
Hope the day is treating you well, Sarah.
Get lockpicking based on cunning, yeah. Antisab, welcome to the stream, by the way. We have another door.
That's not really my thing.
Is it not?
Not likely.
I don't know what that means.
How much longer do I have to wait?
You said it already. Just looking around, making sure I don't miss anything.
Good day, Sarah.
I'm gonna go this way. These are some big halls. Pleasure to watch somebody play Dragon Age for the first time. It is a blind playthrough. I did play Dragon Age Origins, though.
Good day, Sarah.
Hello. I am here for the book, and also the pictures. The Lomarin Accords. 50 years, that's how long it took for the Imperium to drive out the Kunari occupation. But the rest of the northern Thedas was not so lucky. Yeah, the Kunari just invaded everything. There are people to the north, and we have a companion in the first game. I don't remember his name. We can call him Rex. We have the Seneschal?
The office of the Viscount is not open to the public, especially recent arrivals not actually part of the public.
Yes, I would imagine not. So all this this one is not locked. And we have the Enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section of the archives. The money would have been better elsewhere. The money would have been better spent elsewhere, the archives being almost devoid of the Imperium-era records. When the slaves revolted, they hunted magisters and burned the city, at least the parts that could be burned. One account says that the streets were littered with piles of scrolls and books set aflame. Is our quest futile? Did the slaves destroy the answer? As Maferath's armies toppled the Imperium, they sent three magisters and their legions here. They never arrived. But why march here of all places? What were they coming here for? This is behind a panel in curious markings signed The Band of Three. Yeah, it is behind that painting. Maferath, I believe it was a king of the... Not the elves. I believe it was a king of the humans. And a servant of the Maker. And I think potentially related to the founding of the Chantry. A bottled scar, 534, exalted. That's a year, by the way. Exalted.
I don't think I can do that.
Yeah, the exalted is a year. I remember seeing that quite a lot. I don't know what it means.
You want me to do what? I don't think so.
That's a shame. We're gonna come back later then. Maybe there's more wine in there.
Please keep it quiet, Sarah.
I didn't play Inquisition. I played I played Dragon Age Origins, and for me, it's the best BioWare game that I've ever played. I've played Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights, Knights of the Old Republic, Mass Effect 1 and 2, and Dragon Age Origins. So I think we leave. And we have a map. Hightown, Viscount Keep, the Hanged Man, accessed by Lowtown, and Lowtown over there. Let's go. Yeah, I really want to play Inquisition, but I figured I should play this one first. Well, this is not what I was expecting to go. Sandstone?
Varric, do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard.
I'm glad Auntie's have.
That makes no sense.
Good.
Oh boy. Rogues. Rogues. Lady Elegant. An elegant lady, coincidentally.
My. If it isn't Hawk.
She has the same hair as I
see
do.
you again,
No,
Elegant.
she doesn't.
Lady Elegant,
Does she?
if you don't mind.
I think she...
I'm a
she
married
does.
woman now. Last time we met, you were still in Athenral's employ. Things have been going well since then? It isn't always easy, but things are going well enough. That's wonderful to hear. You may recall I sometimes provided potions for Athenral.
Short and receding.
I'd be willing to extend you the same courtesy if you like. All I ask is you inform me of any interesting reagents you find. In exchange, I'll approach my contacts on your behalf. And of course you'll need the appropriate recipes, such as this one. Free, for old time's sake.
Oh, nice. Order potions. Oh. So here, it's another crafting table, but for potions rather than for runes. Hopefully I won't need potions, but yeah. Vincento and Vincento's Northern Merchandise.
I have only the finest Antivan merchandise.
That's very nice then. And it's a store. We can sell our stuff. We have 50 inventory space. You have to be kidding me. Okay, let's take care of that then. Immediately. Sell junk, right? Right? Yeah, absolutely. I will. I don't know what the stars are. I don't know if they... I don't know if I should trust them. So F, the F keys works. We are a two-hander here. And she... Why can't she use that? Restriction to Carver. The long bar blade is restricted to him. Seriously? Okay, whatever. We have a short bow here, but he can't use that because it requires archery. It is an upgrade, but it doesn't matter. And then we have Rose. That is 17% healing by this character. That's pretty awesome, actually. And this is apostate's robes, but nobody else can use them, so that is junk. Let's see how they look. What's the name of that thing? Smuggler's robes and strapping. I wish you could change like the color of your outfit. Then we have nothing here. We have a bunch of potions. Nothing here. Engraved armband. That is junk. That's what that is. Thank you, Antisab. Thank you for following. The stars. OJ Pete, welcome to the stream, by the way. I didn't see you come in. And thank you, Ghostface, for subscribing with your Twitch Prime for 2 months. Thank you very much. Figured out how to use Daddy Benzo's money. Yes. Thank you very much. You're very generous to consider me because you get the good thing about the for those who don't know, the good thing about the Twitch Prime thing is that if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free, basically, for any channel on Twitch once per month, and for one channel once per month, and so you don't pay extra, but I get the contribution. So it's, thank you very much for your support, Ghostface. So that's it in terms of equipment.
I have only...
Sell all junk. Sell all these. And all those. And not the potions. And we're good.
The finest Antivan merchandise.
Alright. Let's look around a little bit more.
A market I can afford. And I don't want a bloody thing.
I usually just use it for selling things.
You won't find better prices.
Again, just selling things. You have the Acolyte staff, which is a really good thing. It's just incredibly expensive for me at the moment. Not necessarily very expensive. Lyrene's Ferelden imports. We got an injury kit here. Hopefully we won't need those too much. Let's go inside.
Will everyone please just step back? My mother's in labor. The baby's come early. Can anyone help her? I'll send word to the healer, but...
My son's hurt bad. Cart overturned on him in the blasted bone pit.
Everyone in your turn. I promise we have donations coming in. There will be food and medicine for all of you.
Excuse me.
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't give
that 3 years. No, yeah.
Work and lodging.
I will think of something special. 3 years is a lot, Dark God of Thuruth. You're very, very generous, as always. 3 years is a lot, yes. But also, I will think. I have some ideas. I have been thinking of one emoji that I would add. I need to check how many slots I have. Last time I checked, I only had 2 slots for emojis for the first rank. And I have a few ideas for more slots. There have been a few subscribers recently, so I'll have to check how many I have. I think it's 25 subscribers. I get 3 slots. So, is it subscribers? Yes, it is, because followers are... Yeah. General question for chat. Yeah, basically, Ghostface, if you have Twitch Prime, you need to resubscribe manually. It doesn't resubscribe automatically. At least as far as I know, that doesn't work like that. Normal subs will resubscribe automatically, and you need to cancel those subscriptions if you don't want them to take money out of your account every month. But for Twitch Prime, you need to go back to the channel and resubscribe. And any other ones are, that's Dark Order Through has the right of it.
Is there a way I can assist these people? If you've coin to spare, we won't turn it down. Donations go in the box up front. Anything else?
I just want to see your wares.
Look around. We don't often get customers with actual coin to spend.
I don't have money. I don't want to see your wares. I'm sorry. Irene's Ferelden's Import. Oh, it's just another... I can't pronounce her shop's name. It's just another shop. But it's good to be around. I'm holding tab, so the way I move in this game is holding tab, and then W, and holding right click as well, so I can look around as in a first-person game or something like that. The tab is held so that I can highlight the items. Although, there is an option in the option screen that says always highlight stuff. Trinkets Emporium.
By all means, see if there's something that takes your fancy.
There is. It's just very expensive. Weaponsmith, yeah, you can stay there. I know your tricks now. Let's look around a little bit more. The Hanged Men. Well...
Did you approve my application?
I can't make you a guard, Carver.
We were both soldiers. Why won't they take me?
I was an officer, and I follow orders.
No, you don't.
I also think of others before myself. You seem tired of that, and that's dangerous.
Just when it's not my choice. You told them not to take me, didn't you?
Yes.
Oof. Okay, so about spreading it around to another channel, as long as I keep it within one per month, can I be subbed here and elsewhere? Is there a limit to yeah, so basically if you have spent it in the month, you can't subscribe with a Twitch Prime subscription. You can't subscribe elsewhere. You need to wait until the month is done, and then you can subscribe. As far as I'm aware. You can sub to all the channels you want, but specifically with the Twitch Prime, you can only sub once. But with other subscriptions, you can sub to any channels, all channels if you want. You can have gifted subscriptions. You can have multiple tiers. It's just, you know, there's a page for managing subscriptions. You can go there and see all the things that you have, and that's also the page where you need to go to cancel subscriptions. Yeah, the one that is free. The one that is free is just once per. The whole for the whole month is just one channel, basically. Yeah. Let's go on in then. There's custom loading screens. I'm noticing. Varric, where did you say?
Drinking from their tub again.
You have to when you're dealing with this lot. Let's see how you like drunk men pinching your ass and trying to lick you. Ugh.
Fair. Yeah, Varric said that he wanted to talk to me here.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down.
They're pretty cool, aren't they?
A good entrance.
See you later, Dark Order Through. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for the sub, and the subs and the support. Bartrand can lead us, but we need a good entrance.
I fought Darkspawn, but I've never been to the Deep Roads.
Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight Darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads.
I looked up OG Pete.
And if he doesn't
OJ,
know,
OJ
he might
Pete.
be able to point us to those who do.
There's the hanged man.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldans. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
And we have a new codex entry about the Grey Wardens. The Grey Wardens are really important. The first game is all about them. I don't know about this one. The first blight had already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of Tevinter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, from the greatest archons to the lowliest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. For 90 years. At the Weishaupt fortress in the desolate Enderfels, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishaupt, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were Grey Wardens. And they fought against the Blight, and there's this whole process, and it's a big thing. It's pretty important. The coterie here. Some cool things in here. Do I want to learn about the coterie? Oh, it's for the thieves. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if there's anything else. I don't think there is. There's characters. We can also learn about our friends. Let's learn about Evelyn. If it is family, you protect. Doesn't matter who it is, blood or not. Evelyn was born in Orlais, but she never knew the country. Her father, Benoit Dulac, was a chevalier who lost his patron to the game of intrigue. He fled to Ferelden while Aveline was an infant, and though his holdings were meager, he was determined she would have the life he had lost. She would become a knight, no matter the cost. He eventually sold everything to sponsor Aveline into Knight Kaelin's service. Knightly skills seemed bred into Aveline's bones, but she had her doubts, starting with her namesake, Sir Aveline. The first female knight of Orlais was orphaned, mocked for her looks, and murdered when she dared... What? Oh, right, she wasn't the first female knight. Most people think that the next time you're in front of the tower. Most people miss that. Yeah, that's true, OJ. So what I'm doing is I'm really holding on to the right click and moving the camera around a bunch because the verticality of the maps is really cool. And so I noticed that because I was looking up. The lore for Dragon Age is amazeballs. It is. It really is. I really miss the fact that I didn't read everything, every codex in the first game when I did the Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. I really should have read everything. I'm going to read a little bit more here. Here and there. I know a lot of stuff, so I can summarize some of the stuff. Enter creating a show. What do you think about Netflix or any other production entity creating a show? I don't know. I'm very disillusioned with television these days, honestly. I basically don't watch any shows. Dragon's Dogma 2, but I heard it wasn't very good. I hear it's good. I don't know about the combat though. I think my biggest sticking point of Dragon's Dogma is probably the combat. Where was I? The first female knight of Orlais was orphaned, mocked for her looks, and murdered when she dared stand with men in tournament. Her glory lies in tragedy, but the leaving Aveline doesn't revere sacrifice. A principled death is still a death. Her father was proud of her, but she would never be a knight he wished for. but she would never be the knight he wished for. Evelyn married Wesley Vallon while serving in the Ferelden army. They were kindred spirits and determined guardians. His death during the blight scarred her. Not just his loss, but that she failed to protect him. Evelyn has healed in the past year, but she has yet to forgive herself. Accordingly, she is fiercely protective of the Hawks and Helen, who is also Helen Hawk, yeah. They share... Oh, it's kind of funny that I have HH in my name. I didn't even think about that. Well, I couldn't have, because I didn't know I was going to be a Hawk. They share a bond in loss, a connection she cherishes, but will not allow to be repeated. Hopefully not. Let's learn about... Oh, that's about ourselves. About Varric as well. I know everyone in the city worth knowing. Varric was born 3 years after his father's exile from Orzammar into the world of the Merchants Guild. The ancestors never spoke, and paragons were the heroes in the tales. The number of dances a Kalna lady gave to a lowborn ascendant boy were more pivotal than the reign of kings. Orzammar is the capital of the Kingdom of the Dwarves, and people get exiled for crimes, I believe. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure if it is for crimes. People do get exiled, but anyway. While Bertrand ran the businesses and drove House Tethras ever higher up the social ladder, Varric looked after the family and their retainer. His mother, Lady Ilsa, suffered terribly from the trauma of her disgrace in exile, finding solace in liquor and smoke. It fell to her younger son to try to curb the worst of her drunken rages, to keep her from becoming a matter of public scandal, and to care for her when she fell ill from her excesses. Though he is famous throughout the Merchants Guild for his stories, Varric speaks rarely of himself or his family. Most of Kirkwall knows him. Everyone has bought him a drink at least once for the sake of his fictions rather than his family connections. Huh. Curious character indeed. They are fleshed out characters in the Codex. I assume that's going to be important for us understanding them as characters later on. Talkative man. Hello, Mr. Talkative Man.
The truth is out there.
Unfortunately, he's not very talkative.
Stop looking at me.
What's your issue now, little hawk?
Don't call... Just don't, all right? You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me, too.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business of lullabies or children's stories.
Well, watch out, talkative men. They're more talkative than you. They're gonna steal your name.
No. Maybe. Yes. Face it. You don't pay me enough to say.
Would you want that to happen to games and franchises you love, says Ghostface. Oh, you were talking about another thing. Or you're replying to a comment.
The truth is out there.
Honestly, I think Fallout would be badass if they made a movie or a game or a series about of Fallout. But they would have to be truthful to the original Fallout, because Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 are like BioShock, and that doesn't have as much of an appeal to me. I like stuff like Mad Max and The Road, and there's a few post-apocalyptic movies that I really enjoyed. Even things that are a little bit closer to modern day, like, or to closer to the apocalypse. What was that one? It was one movie that I saw that I kind of liked the aesthetics of, but I forget the name. It's been a while. I don't watch many movies. I've been playing Outsiders. Fallout lends itself to that, having a genre already established. Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. Nora.
You heard about that Deep Roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there is going to be rich. You don't think they'll need drinks served down there, do you?
I don't know. Rivane over here. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of the Imperium, nor the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much of an outsider as in Rivain. The chant of light never truly reaches the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Kunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Kun, but resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Kunari War. And that's a country to the northeast, I believe.
I once fell asleep in that corner. It's quite comfy, if you don't mind the rats. Cheaper than a room, too.
What do you mean if you don't mind the rats? The rats make it better. Unless they bite at you.
I hear Meredith makes blankets from the hair of dead mages to keep her warm in the winter.
That's hopefully she's not gonna make it out of my hair. I have the bartender. Excuse me.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Doomar answers to her.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to Parvollen. Hope it comes soon.
Any other news?
You hear about the Isle of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the land.
No, he's cured! That happens in the first game. Yes, I did do that a little.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
I was gonna say maybe cats. You should play Star Wars Empire at War. I think you suggested that to me. I was trying to remember which one it was. Specifically the mods, Awakening of the Rebellion and Thrawn's Revenge. Let me write that down. So these are mods. I'll look into them. Thanks for the tip. I have never watched any Star Wars movie, though, as Ghostface knows very well. But Anti-Sab probably doesn't. I just finished playing Knights of the Old Republic 2, which is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And make sure you purchase the gold pack on the base game. Of the base game. Oh, for Empire at War, yes.
Any other news?
Apparently, the Kunari are just waiting for a ship to take them back to...
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Doomar? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Storage for fancy hats. Huh. Anyway, I think that's it for this area. Some cool paintings. This is a really interesting building. This is really interesting. Like, the first game doesn't have anything like this. It feels so different. Inside. Than other places, I mean. Cracked staff. Maleficarum. It has been asked, what are Maleficarum? How shall we know them? I have been as troubled by this question as you. You have come to me for the wisdom of the Maker, but none have seen the Maker's heart save beloved Andraste. And so I have done as all mortals must, and looked to the words of his prophet for answers. Magic exists to serve man. Okay, this doesn't actually matter. It's just a very, very specific definition of Maleficarum, which is pretty cool. But if we come across it, it's very easy to talk about it. I don't need to read that. Maleficari. Yeah, it's all made up. It's not real Latin. Star Wars is like the Bible of nerds. I did watch Monty Python. I watched the philosophy. Which one is the one of Brave Sir Robin ran away, and all the things. And I watched. My favorite is The Life of Brian. I think it's just Delightful. That's just the word, really. It's delightful. It's a pleasure. It's a banger. Right old good time. It's to do. Definitely very British. That's how I do. We got torn trousers. History of Kirkwall. Chapter 1. It is difficult for many to comprehend today, but there was a time when Kirkwall was believed to be the very edge of the world. It was Emerius then, named after its founder, Magister Emerius Craven, and it was... Okay. Yeah, this is not necessarily new information in comparison to what we read before. The first info about Kirkwall is a good summary. It's quite an interesting thing over there. I don't know what to think about that. Anyway, we're leaving. Plural is wrong in the writing. You knew you were gonna say that. See you later, Andy-Sab. Thank you for showing up. Have a good night. This was fun to watch. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. Life of Brian is good. Life of Brian is good, yeah. Where should we go? To Lowtown. Back outside.
Like some of the people you've been associating with, Carver.
Talk to my sister. She's the one in charge.
Maybe, but I know you get around. This city's full of people who are dead set on ending badly. I don't want to see you end up the same way.
Would asking you to stop spying on me help in the least?
No.
She likes to spy on people, doesn't she? That's not a very nice thing to do.
3 children to feed.
Well, I can't do anything about that because I can't talk to you. We got an armor over here. What exactly?
The rusty metal spike district, my favorite part of town. Can we leave now?
I was gonna say, what are these fires? Is this like Thief? Or something? Like the Age of Metal and machines. So some sort of steampunk sort of... Because it is a little bit like that, isn't it? That's cool. I always thought Thief was such a refreshing type of setting, mixing medieval everything with more industrialized dystopic reality. Really good for obviously the kind of game that it is. And naturally, Dragon Age is a dystopic reality in and of itself.
Best armor coin can buy.
Not my coin. Can't buy that. So are dwarves like the industrial faction? No. No, that would be just humans. The dwarves... They have, stone crafting. They have magics.
Bloody guard. Think they can stop me, do they?
The guard? You're just staying still, dude.
Though all before me is shadow, yet shall the Maker be my guide.
It's a chanter. What are you doing down here? Is that normal? Oh, the water looks bad. It's an old game. They didn't have screen space reflections. Actually, they do. They just didn't do a good job with them. They suck. That is a terrible looking water. If they made a KOTOR 3, I would expect a level of quality similar to this. I would expect a lot more than this, honestly. Honestly, if they made KOTOR 3 and they made it the level of quality of The Witcher 3, I would be happy. We got some spikeweed over here. What's that all about? It is an old country saying that spindleweed... Oh, it's not spikeweed. I said spikeweed, but it's spindleweed. Spindleweed grows best for the sorrowful. Verdant spindleweed in a household's garden has often brought neighbors offering consolation, usually without even asking what might be wrong. This originates from the plant's use as a seasoning for dishes meant to speed the recovery of the infirm. A person who grows much of it is likely caring for the fatally ill. An excerpt from the Botanical Companion. That's really cool. Although I doubt that it has anything to do with the house, because the house doesn't really go anywhere, so it's just that.
You're Hawk, aren't you? You used to work with the Fenrir.
I did used to work with a Fenrir. Spindle. Drugs are bad, McKay. I don't know what spindle means. I don't know if it's meant... Is it meant to be like a joke? No, it's for the infirm. I don't know. I thought a spindle was like the thing that you use for making string. You have a spindle, and you have the wheel, and you have a bunch of other stuff. But the spindle is like the thing that that rotates, the thing at the top that rotates, and that you put the wire around. I thought. I think there's one of those in. There's many of those in Pathologic 2. A game that you should absolutely play. Pathologic 2 is incredible. We have an alienage in here. Really? The city elves. No way. So an alienage is an apartheid situation. The game never treats it, never uses that term, but it absolutely should. Especially in the first game, where they're basically slaves, or it's kind of complicated, but they're absolutely a different kind of. There's different rules for them. They are kept in the alienage in the city where you start as a city elf. If you start as a city elf, obviously, and it's just they're basically second-class citizens. But here, it seems a little bit more open, so I don't know if they should use the same term, or I don't know if alienage is explicitly necessarily a sort of second-class kind of cityscape. When the Holy Exalted March on the Dales resulted in the dissolution of the Elven Kingdom, leaving a grand many elves homeless once again, the divine Renata first declared that all lands loyal to the Chantry must be given or must give the elves refuge within their own walls, considering the atrocities committed by the elves at Red Crossing. This was a great testament to the Chantry's charity. Bear in mind, we are reading a Chantry scholar, so it's absolutely propaganda. A lot of the journal entries, or the codex entries, are propaganda. The elves... let's see, where was I? It's given to refuge in their own, considering... charity, yeah. There was one condition, however. The elves were to lay aside their pagan gods and live under the rule of the Chantry. Some of the... which is immediately bad on the face of it. Some of the elves refused our goodwill. They banded together to form the wandering Dalish elves, keeping their old elven ways and their hatred of humans alive. To this day, Dalish elves still terrorize those who stray too close to their camps. Most of the elves, however, say or saw that it was wisest to live under the protection of humans. This is kind of funny, because in the first game, the Dalish elves are delightful, and the humans are completely... they're terrorizing the city elves. That's just how they go. And so we took the elves into our cities and tried to integrate them. We invited them into our own homes, which is a lie, and gave them jobs as servants and farmhands. Here, well, actually, if that is true, then it would be true. But is that true here? That's not what happens in the first game. Maybe it's being retconned. Here in Denerim, it's definitely in Denerim in the first game. Yeah, that doesn't happen. They're not servants. I mean, they might be. Some of them might be, but most of them just live in the slums. That's basically what they are. In Denerim, the elves even have their own quarter. Yeah, it's the propaganda thing. Governed by an elven keeper. Most have proven to be productive members of society. Still, a small segment of the elven community remains dissatisfied. These troublemakers and malcontents roam the streets causing mayhem, rebelling against authority, and making a general nuisance of themselves. Wow. I like that. That's really good. But it is also so very slanted.
Here actually have it worse. I'd hate to be an elf in Darktown.
You see what I mean? They're confined here. So they might not be locked in. I guess the alienage in Denerim isn't locked in either. They just lock the gates due to the plot and how it works. But, yeah, Varric is just confirming it. They have it... The best way for an elf to live is in this place, which is very much look like a slum. They do have the tree. It's related to their culture. And, let's learn about it. Lowtown is home to a squalid elven alienage. Here, like in most Theda's alienages, elves are packed into tiny run-down apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Thank you, game. This isn't the propaganda bit. It's the segregation. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown. Yes, as I was saying. But the elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. The Venedal, the tree of the people, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and it is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle, which is what Varric was talking about. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with humans, no matter how terrible alienage life may be. Yeah, but that's an indictment on the living with humans. That's because the humans make their life hard by being racist pricks. Not saying that it's good to be segregated, and that's what Varric said. I think that's the conclusion.
Will I see you at the tavern later?
Not today. My sisters have me decorating the Venedal.
Haha, roped you in, did they? Well, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what you can take out of Varric's line, is that if they are not here, they're just going to be bullied, at least. And they are not going to find a job or whatever. It depends. It depends. Sounds like the medical marijuana community in California. This is not historically accurate. This isn't the history, though. It's not meant to be historically accurate. Alienage culture. There have always been alienages. They have been around for as long as elves and shems have lived in the same lands. I don't know what shems are, but I assume people, humans, I should say. Ours isn't even the worst. They say that Val Royeaux has... Yeah, Val Royeaux is super racist. Has 10,000 elves living in a space no bigger than Denerim's market. Their walls are supposedly so high that daylight doesn't reach the Venedal until midday. But don't be so anxious to start tearing down the walls and picking fights with the guards. They keep out more than they keep in. We don't have to live here, you know. Sometimes a family gets a good break and they buy a house in the docks or the outskirts of town. If they're lucky, they come back to the alienage after the looters have burned their house down. See what I mean? It's what I was saying. The unlucky ones just go to the paupers' field. Here, we're among family. We look out for each other. Here, we do what we can to remember the old days. The flat ears, that's what they call humans, who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human. No, wait. The flat ears who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human, and they have gone and thrown away being elven too. So where does that leave them? Nowhere. Interesting. Huh. An interesting take. Very grounded in real life, real life struggles and attitudes that some people have in ghettos and stuff like that. It's very much inspired by real life. You got a crate up here. What's this crate doing here? With a ring. What do you mean a ring? Is it... No, it's not bad. It's good. +2 fire damage? I mean, don't mind if I do. I don't do fire damage. Or do I? No, I do. My staff is fire. It's fire. So, that's going to be that for tonight. It has been a very productive... A very, very productive... very productive night. So, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I will be streaming again. So today is Tuesday, so I'll be streaming again in 2 days' time. 3 hours and 20 minutes before now is when I start, and I hope you have a good. I hope to see. I mean to say. I hope to see you again then when I play some more Dragon Age 2. Until then, have a good night. Stay safe. Bye bye.